All right.
Yeah.
Here we go. Hey, we're here.
All right.
Jesus.
That's your big open.
Look. Okay.
We need a little change.
We have a little change here.
I need to bring some bright pink and
What's
fuchsia
your
florals.
disco ball?
I don't know. Somebody took my disco ball.
Folks, welcome to So
Hi, everybody.
Anchored. It's good to see all of you
The
here.
age of disco has ended here.
First of all,
Disco's
let us identify who we are this week.
And why we're late.
This week.
Oh, here comes Scott with the disco drop. This is actually a disco drop, if you will.
There you go.
A
That's
little something in the table.
obviously all we needed.
By the
And
way,
we
I
have-
do want to talk about Hayden Panettiere
Okay.
today. I have a lot of thoughts that I want to express.
And I was afraid to say to you guys that she had passed because I feel like he used to call me the angel of death.
Oh, she'd
I
come in
always
my
tell
office.
you
Wait,
when
did she
someone
pass
passed.
during our show? Because I knew right away.
Yeah.
No, just I always feel like I put that on our group text and I don't
I know.
know. She's so young.
You used to come
Yeah,
into,
but we don't
you
know
used to
her. It's
come
different when you put Lauren on there. That
You
killed me.
used to come into my office and tell me friends of mine have died.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, but I
so
wanted you to hear it from me as opposed to like
Of course.
reading it somewhere.
Yeah.
anyway,
of
hey,
course.
welcome.
All right. Sorry.
Welcome.
Okay.
My name is Steve Edwards, and your name is
Jillian Barberie.
And you
I thought
might
you were
be
Pinky Tuscadero.
Oh, thank you.
Dorothy, Lucie, and this is So Unanchored. And stick around. I have a theory about our show, and that is if you love us, you'll like us. If you don't love us,
You'll hate us less.
okay.
There's a lot of other things you can watch. How about that?
Yeah.
Thank you, Jackson.
I did want to start off about Hayden Panettiere. People die all the time, and people die too young all the time. But when it's somebody who's a public figure who you relate to, or in our cases, have interviewed several times.
I don't remember.
Oh, through the stages of her life.
Yeah.
I mean, I interviewed her when she was 11 years old.
Well, I can't. Yeah, I don't remember. Somebody said that we did, and I was like, the girls I remember are the Elle and Dakota Fanning when they were little girls.
Yeah, they were adorable.
But with Hayden,
When she came on, she wasn't a little girl any longer, and she said something that will always stay with me. She was with, for many, many years, the heavyweight champion of the world,
guys.
Vladimir Klitschko.
I remember you guys talking about that.
Yeah. Vladimir was the heavyweight champion of the world. They had a child together.
well, he raises the child.
And he was about to have a big fight. And there was something personal in this fight. And I remember she sat with me and I said, well, what do you think? And she said to me, and I'll quote exactly because it makes me smile now, he will fuck him up.
I love that. Well, she had a very hard relationship with her mother. Her brother passed, so now the parents have lost two. But what I
Very
found
sad
interesting
childhood.
is she had a very sad, and she just wrote this book, and she actually gave up her child to Vladimir to
Vladimir,
raise
yeah,
in the
yeah.
Ukraine. And that in and of itself, and if you've seen some of her last interviews, she seemed very drugged out of it. She was very quiet. She was
Her
all
last director said during the movie she was fighting for her sobriety.
And,
Well,
and her people needed an intervention. At that point, she had written a book that showed, hey, I'm getting better.
Yeah.
She did interviews. One of the saddest part of this is she did a lot of things right. It didn't matter in the end because she did some things wrong. We don't know why
we
she
don't-
died.
Well, they said she had cardiac arrest because of drugs.
Because of overdose,
But
because of-
what scares me more
By the way,
is
we
the
don't have
guy.
we don't have the final medical report.
The guy
yet.
that she's been with on and off,
Yeah.
he was on a TMZ interview with the blonde girl, and he's like, yeah, well, and he talks out of the side of his mouth. He's a very strange guy. And she said, Hayden, you fought with her to take this out of the book. And he said, yes, and she did. I couldn't have blamed her if she put it in, but here's the deal. I told her, you've got 10, this is how he talks. You got 10 seconds to get out of my face or I'm going to hit you with this phone. I'm going to throw it in your face.
And then she was back with him.
And she was back with him, and he and his brother were
there.
in
They were there.
the room. And they gave the paramedics the bags of pills that she was taking. But this guy is not a good dude, period. He had his restraining order had just ended this
Did
month.
he not go to jail?
He did.
Yeah,
I think he did go to
and
jail
she writes
for
in
this.
her book about the physical abuse that started with slapping
Yeah.
and
Horrible.
punching. And obviously, as we sit here and
guys.
say, as soon as that happens,
Leave.
for 1 second, you're gone, right? You're gone.
Oh, thank you. My wig is not platinum, it's pink. And it must be the new set. Steve, on the other hand,
Platinum.
he is platinum
Premature
and
platinum.
fabulous. And I was just
He
on
was premature purple for a while.
Magenta. We were just on a live earlier. I was telling people to do this, get in the car, no fumes, no money. I had a panic attack on the way here. I was screaming like to myself. Then I messaged Dorothy. Then I got here. Someone's going to have to follow me back to the gas station. But it's like every day in my life, I cannot just have like yesterday or the other day when I got paid for something. I was like, life is good again. no, it's not, dum-dum, because I did something and I'm not good with money.
No kidding.
So shut up. So what I did was I paid my car and then it bounced and I freaked out. So I paid them manually before I went to bed. Well, then overnight they put through again. And so now I've paid them twice. Cha-ching, and I got no money left. So now I'm like, please, bank, give me one of the monies back. Like every day, it's something. Yeah. But I'll tell you what, Monday I go for my pre-op. Yay.
Okay.
I'm sure something will fuck up that too. But
No, oh God, no, you can't think that way.
I know. I don't think that. I'm so positive it's stupid.
It's a terrible
but I
thing,
don't know how I'm
terrible
positive
thing
at
for
this
me
point.
to say. You can think any way you want. The surgery will go the way it goes.
Hey, it is what it is.
I disagree.
They're the
I
professionals.
disagree with you.
I disagree with you.
Because therefore, all the people who think positively and have prayed for and die bad deaths, it didn't work for
You guys,
them.
I'm somewhere in the middle.
It can't hurt.
Yeah.
I'm
can't
No,
hurt.
I'm in the middle.
Absolutely.
Okay.
No.
All right, we can agree on that.
Yeah,
God has
good
a plan.
attitude is great. Good attitude is great.
God has a plan, and the
Yeah.
good attitude has gotten me through life. And so when I say God has a
Mic closer, Dorothy. Please.
Oh,
when I
certainly.
say God has a plan, when I do cancer checks, I don't say, oh, and they go, oh my God, you're cancer free. I said, well, no. I mean, whatever God's plan is.
what
So if it comes back, it comes back.
Does God have a plan for your cancer? So why did He give you cancer then? If He has a
Oh,
plan?
yeah, I don't ask. I probably had, you know what I always tell
See, I'm
myself?
an
I had
asker, so-
20 good years on the red carpet. I was glamorous. I never had to struggle with weight. I had 2 beautiful children. I had a lot of money coming in, and then everything went to crap. So it was God's way of saying, humble yourself. And hey, girl, it's not all about, lovey-dovey. And by the way, my 50s, the worst decade of my life. And I can honestly say that, but I was still grateful. Mm-hmm. And I think
I know he's looking at me because he always says, "God, would God do that?" Okay, what?
wait, make that face again. Would I make that face?
It's a Steve. Would God do that? It's a Steve face. What I don't know this, but
Yeah.
what people who know more than me would say is that God didn't give you the cancer, but He would use it to hopefully benefit your life in some way. I
so
don't
what
know.
if I'm cured? Does God cure me then? I mean, it's just so
So
weird.
if He can cure you, why doesn't He cure you?
Well, why do kids die in school buses? Why are kids killed by ISIS? There's a
course.
lot of shit that goes on in the world. I don't sit and question everything. I just say, this is my little corner of the world. I do my best. And I've been put through some trials in the past 8 years, and I'm very grateful.
we
And so the hip surgery to me, thank you.
Can we go back to Hayden Panettiere for
Yes,
a moment?
of course.
She used to come on when she was doing the show Nashville, and also Connie Britton, who we
man,
loved.
I love Connie.
And I read Connie's statement, which just ripped her heart out.
break your heart.
But I
yeah.
have a question
Yeah.
about all of this. She was a child actor, we
Yeah.
call it a child star, but a child actor. And she said, I didn't know anything. They told me to go here, I went there. They told me to do this, I did that. My mother wanted me to do this, I did that. I had a very strong position about child actors because I've interviewed so many of them, and so many of them have gone.
But she was a child actor who also came from a screwed up family.
Well, how many child actors come from a screwed up family?
Well, Lindsay Lohan. But then you look at people like Scott Baio, and you look at people like.
But wait.
They get
Let
through
me
it.
stop. If you were to look at 100 kids who are 10 years old, and 100 of them are in show business, and 100
How
of them
many
are
of them?
not. Okay,
That's interesting. Yeah, because I was just thinking about the Fannings, and I know their aunt, Jill Arrington, as you do, and her sister is the mother of both those girls, and they are absolutely spectacular
And they're
young
doing
women.
a movie based on one of my very favorite books, The Nightingale, a book that will actually make you cry.
Okay, guys.
How many books do you read?
We are
And-
watching and reading, and Dorothy, kind of hard to
okay.
hear. Oh,
This
they
is-
fixed that.
Okay.
Oh, they're colorblind because my wig does not look pink. Well, in honor of, and I did this on purpose, in honor of Joan London. Who
Joan
Lisa
London,
Guerrero had her on. She wrote another book.
Yeah.
And I forgot she had breast cancer, and she went on the cover of People. Now, you guys remember all that, but let me tell you about a show I watched last night that I want both of you to see. And I'm still in love with him deeply. Mike Wallace is here, brand new on Netflix.
No, I saw that, yeah.
It came yesterday on Netflix.
I just
there's
saw
a new
No,
one?
you're thinking of
Mike Wallace isn't here?
Mike Wallace scares the crap out of everybody.
Get Me Mike Wallace, I think it was. Well, this is good. It has brand new footage that I hadn't seen before, and I fell in love with him even more. Even when he got older and he got, oh God, and he and Morley Safer, maybe you've seen this part at the steakhouse. So this might be redone for
I think
Netflix.
so,
Okay.
yeah.
I've probably seen it, and I fell in love with him all over again.
Yeah, I went to this,
Oh God, yeah, Mike Wallace. He's so hot. I would have married him as the old Mike Wallace.
I
And you told Chris that many times.
I went to
Don't say his funeral.
No.
School with.
I was in the 60 Minutes offices.
Oh,
And
wow.
when you look at them, it's like a movie set. There are 4 offices along a wall with windows out onto Manhattan. And one is Mike's,
Jeez.
and one is Morley's, and one was Dan Rather's, and
Leslie
one was
Stahl.
Leslie Stahl. And it's like showbiz. And
Well, he'd hate you for that, right? He'd want to punch you in the face because he says he started out in showbiz, but he wanted to be this journalism. He wanted to be the black hat reporter. And
can I finish?
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry.
All right. Thank you very
He
much.
hated the term show business.
He was always showbiz. He didn't become a reporter until he was in his 40s.
Yeah.
He was,
Yep.
he
A
was the
great
guy
reporter.
doing cigarette commercials.
Smoking.
And he did shows.
And he did shows. He's just a guy with enormous
But he
talent
also
and intellect.
did the cigarette investigation, and
yes.
and Don, his friend Don Hewitt, put the kibosh on it, and he was pissed.
Well, that's a whole other podcast.
Yeah.
What happened there with smoking? But how about
He's
this
the
idea?
best.
How about this idea?
You
Yeah.
finish a sentence? No.
No, that's not an idea. That's a
My
theory.
husband used
That's
to
a
work in
theory.
that building, by the way, the CBS building.
Friends of mine say to me, "How come they cut you off all the time and you're okay? We can't do that. This is a unique arrangement for me. If I were with 2 guys, if we go to Fist City, I get my sentence.
Yeah.
in. It's
Your
different
friends
here.
let you talk?
Yes, they
Oh,
do.
Weird.
Yes, they do.
Thank you. I did announce we were going live at 11, and then, of course, got in my car and wanted to kill my daughter for no gas, and I want to kill myself.
That's what teenagers do.
Let me get back
Yeah.
to this point. Okay?
Please do.
Try to stay with me if possible.
Yeah, no, we're here. We're here.
So
Are we back on
I
Hayden?
remember my daughter wanted to maybe get into as a child actor.
Sure.
And basically I said, you know what?
No.
Because I had interviewed through the years, through all the shows I did, so many kids whose lives were miserable
Yes.
because they hit a point when they're young and they're getting all this attention and their
Yes.
reality is
It's
not
so-
a reality at all.
And they're not grown. They're frontal.
And in half the time, they are the breadwinners for their family, and
Yes.
that's the worst
The
case,
worst.
possible case.
Yeah.
And some of them do okay and are successful, but don't have successful lives. And some of them do okay.
Remember when I used to drag my son on camera and he was like, no, thank you.
No, thank
Yeah.
you.
And Ruby always said, you know, I want to get into acting. And Heather said, Heather Locklear, who's been very successful, get used to know. And then she said, well, I think I want to do with the sheriff's department. Now, interestingly enough, her friend who's staying with us just auditioned for a Scarlett Johansson movie to play her daughter. She's quite an actress.
I know Ruby used to do all that, but now she's going in a very different direction.
She is, but I think she wants to still. And I said, that's a matter of you doing summer theater and doing, so there's a lot of things. And kids, like you said with Julie, I would say to Ruby sort of as a younger, there was a thing I did for something and they reenacted me as a child. And Ruby goes, well, why couldn't I have played your child? And I said, that's not how Hollywood works.
You
You can't just give you a job.
Theater and the arts are great. I encourage my kids
Yeah.
to do local theater.
And
do
both
kids
of your kids
theater,
are artists.
Do all of that. There's enough pressure just doing that.
100%.
Much less if you're on a hit series and you're one of the leads or something. It's a kind of child abuse to do that. It really is.
I used to take Nash to American Idol and say, do you want to do the interviews?
Mm-hmm.
And then he would say years later, oh, my mother dragged me to American Idol. And of course, his now wife says, oh, your mother dragged you.
Oh, I love that
Yeah.
she's on your
She's the
side.
One of our best promos was you and your son.
Yeah.
We did a few of them.
Yeah.
So
The one where I was reading to
I
him
would
when he was a
beg.
little
See,
baby.
I'm old school. I always say protect the kids. Don't talk about it too much on the air. Don't let people know. because
now
there-
look where we are.
Because there are crazy people out there, and all it takes is one to fixate on what you're talking about. I lost that argument with everybody. You just totally lost that
I
argument.
always thought I was pretty careful.
You were. We all try to be, especially in this day and age. It would be so crazy. Maya says, I'm so excited. I finally got the notification for the live. Happy
good,
Friday to you,
good.
Maya.
Hey, Maya.
And everyone who's joining us. And
Steve, the voice of reason.
Janine
someone
loves
said.
the new
Thank you very
backdrop.
much. Thank
Well,
you.
let's not get crazy. What? No, I mean, you're reasonable to it.
Oh, I thought you meant the backdrop.
No,
That's crazy.
are you kidding? I love that. I just think we need some flowers, and I'm going to
You
bring in a nice one.
last week tried to talk about something scientific, and after you left, I actually
Was
let
it
him
the
talk
cancer?
for a minute. No, it was like a coffee thing, and now I was
Oh.
reading about it this week, and Nurse Mel will say this. If
Mm-hmm.
you have coffee in the morning, forget it.
What do you
It's
mean?
like any vitamins, anything
They're
you take.
gone. It's
Do
useless.
all that stuff.
What it does
Water,
is
vitamins,
it
everything
retards the
before
absorption
coffee.
of a lot of key ingredients. So you're not getting the nutrition you think you're getting.
Yeah.
So if you're having breakfast, if you're having lunch now, but breakfast, if you drink.
As we drink coffee, by the way.
By the way, here's to all of you.
Here's to LaCroix.
LaCroix. Okay.
Yeah.
coffee and tea as well, they retard the absorption of key ingredients.
They
Thank
what? Did you say retard?
you. The ingredients.
Oh, are you allowed to say that
Why are
word?
you doing this?
Because somebody said adjust your mic.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Dorothy, you look gorgeous.
Yeah.
That's very sweet.
can't
She
hear
does
me?
look
There
gorgeous.
must be a filter.
Can you hear me? So, if you drink the coffee with it, iron, for instance, doesn't get absorbed at all.
And I used to take my vitamins with coffee, which apparently is very silly.
I don't take
It
vitamins.
really cuts into the absorption.
You know,
wanna-
I take 10 million
I
vitamins.
should.
I want to clarify, though. There's something called heme iron and non-heme. Do you know about this?
I didn't go this
Can we talk
deep.
about the big thing for cancer that
let me
happened?
let me just finish this and then we'll
Oh,
do it. Okay.
let him finish, and then that's
Yeah,
huge.
yeah.
Okay, finish.
Scott, can I go home?
Speak.
Come on.
I'm sorry.
If you're having animal product, you can drink coffee. It doesn't
protein.
interfere with the iron.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
if you're having non-heme
Yeah.
vegetable products with
Yeah.
protein or iron, that will get in the way.
And the other thing Nurse Mel says, you know this, is and I never do it, have vegetables before bread.
Yes.
Yeah,
Because
she
if you have
does.
vegetables
Always,
first,
because it
Yeah.
stops the glucose spike.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Why don't you listen to me?
you
I'll tell you
almost-
this
you-
stuff.
Oh, that's what Mel says. She'll go, why didn't you listen to me? I told you that. So
Yeah.
now I just say,
but they bring you bread first.
No.
They don't bring you a
So,
vegetable
you
first.
know-
Okay, wait. The
cancer study. Yeah,
yes.
it's huge.
Oh my God, they're made.
So you say it because Mel kept saying it's not a big deal. And I said,
What?
but it was
there
in
might
the
be a
news.
vaccine
We
for
did.
at least skin cancer.
Wait, there
For
might
skin
be
cancer,
a
yes.
vaccine. Remember, you
This
got
is huge.
Yeah, I think
but
it
you
is.
got to also step back from the headline and the first paragraph.
But we did
down
read
to
it.
the-
There
into
might
the bottom.
be.
Yeah.
But even if
And
there
that
is,
is the
you know,
beginning
RFK will put the kibosh on it. So that's great.
Oh my God,
no,
there
no.
are so many
If
foods
it's a
right now
peptide,
that are
he'll
being
love it.
recalled. Oh my God! No, it's a vaccine. There are so many foods that are being recalled now.
Okay,
what
blueberries.
is going on?
I know what's going
Name
on.
something.
FDA. Okay, bread right now. There's a bread. Sourdough has
Jalapenos.
metal.
Still lettuce.
Still lettuce. So I think what's happened is the FDA. You know, we've cut corners in so many areas, and now we're going to go slaughter some horses. I guess that's true.
Oh,
you
I
saw
know.
that, right?
Yeah.
Good times. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, is the super chat still an option? I don't take castor oil. Do you? I thought you put it on you for hair
I put
growth.
it. Okay, is this going to sound weird?
Up your butt?
I put it in my belly button at night.
Ooh, up the butt, Bob.
No, just a belly button, just here.
In the belly button,
I'm
Bob.
sorry, I wasn't paying attention. What do you put in your belly button?
Castor
oil.
oil.
I want to thank you, music. Yeah, thank you for what I said about Kyle Tucker of the Dodgers. That was I won't get into it. But
Yeah. Well, you did last
standing
week.
ovation tonight at Dodger Stadium for Kyle Tucker when he gets up to bat. The guy needs your emotional support.
Why? What's happening? Talk to me about it for
They
a second.
signed him to one of the biggest contracts in history, $60 million a year, 4 years, $240 million.
So we should bend over backwards and cheer.
And he has
and
been,
give him some castor oil.
go put some castor oil in your belly button and think you and Dorothy are making communion together. So
It's not
So
a
why do you-
religious
why do you-
thing.
why
the
does it-
guy
what do you
went
mean?
into a horrible slump. He's been terrible.
Yeah.
The pressure's been, and there was a shot of him in the dugout crying.
Yeah.
So the point I was making, he's making more money than anybody.
Yeah.
He's never going to be a great player, but he's a really good player.
Yeah.
He was overpaid for. By the way, the Dodgers may be going to hell right now with the owner. That's another story.
Being married to a baseball player, they call the peaks and valleys, and I didn't know about it until I was married to one. And then he never cried, but there's no crying in baseball, but he would go up, down.
Now picture if he were making, and everybody knows it, 60. He's making more than the payroll of the Chicago
So
White Sox.
that's why a lot of
the
people
whole
don't
team.
have
It was
the-
like Steve on Good Day LA.
Holy
and he felt
crap.
that pressure.
Yeah,
yes,
that's
yes.
right.
And
Okay,
we would have to give him a standing
Yeah.
ovation every time he walked in.
Every time he came back from the bathroom. Okay, this is part of something that I wanted to talk about, and it's
Yeah.
another pressure on baseball players, on every athlete. Did you see the story in the LA Times? I think it was about a week ago. Did I send it to you? How people were cheering and saying how much fun it was to be betting on the fires.
Betting on the fire.
Sure.
To be betting on
Sure.
the Palisades fire.
This
hey,
is-
how much is going to burn? Is this house
What?
going to burn?
Are they
Is
on
this some-
call sheet apps?
Yeah, they're on the
you can
prediction
bet
markets,
on
yes.
anything now, and players in every sport are apparently getting threats, getting death threats because people are betting on certain plays.
Oh, gee. Well, they always have, but just not publicly.
Oh, but it's crazy.
Like when I
now.
was doing the weather on the NFL, that's one of
you
the
knew about
reasons
all of that,
I knew about
yes.
because that's why David brought me in because people like Christine Brennan would say, "Why does the NFL need a weather person
that's
like
not-
a
yeah,
fish?"
okay.
But no. She said like a fish
Yes.
needs a bicycle. She didn't understand.
babe.
It was about it was about betting. It was about
Also, you were a babe.
It was about the setting of the turf and the winds
And
and the
also you were a
rain
babe,
and who
yeah.
played best in the rain because there were
Yeah,
so many people betting on and with a lot of money.
You know what you would hear if you're watching a football game and suddenly there's a touchdown at the last moment and you hear the crowd go negative crazy?
Yeah.
It's because
Yeah.
the
Of the
betting
money.
changed
Yeah.
right there.
So,
they lost
Do
all
we
their
think
bets.
this is a problem that you
With
can bet on
fires?
literally anything
well,
now?
fires and people's lives and damages and
The
deaths.
headline in the
I
LA
think that's
Times was
horrible.
like, "This was fun. People betting on the Palisades fire."
I do have a problem with that. Betting on people's sorrow. I don't understand that.
I know. And then David was saying, like, say you're watching the game with your kid.
I
and
picture
it's
Dave-
all about betting
I
now.
picture
It's
David as a
gross.
bettor,
But can I ask?
No, I mean,
like a
you know,
fantasy guy. I can picture
He
him.
had like a fantasy football league for a
That's
little bit. And I
different.
mean, we
That
go to
guy's-
Vegas like once a year. Vegas, by the way, is really hurting. I think because you can gamble from
At
anywhere.
your couch. So when you guys, I see this Kalshi app everywhere, and people are like, I made money on this, and you can bet on anything, and they were betting on the weather, and I was like, why aren't I betting? Oh yeah, because I never really got it right. But the point being, sports and all of that, I get. But human loss, that is disgusting.
An election
like
result.
the fires.
An election result.
I don't know. Betting on it?
Yeah.
Oh, who cares? Yeah,
Yeah, no, that's
Oh,
part of
God.
what they
Well,
do.
I
yeah.
mean,
and like the Academy
betting on what
Awards.
Trump is going to say in his speech,
Oh,
which the
wow.
teleprompter guy was doing.
Jeez
But he got
Louise.
caught.
By the way, when is Natalie Harp coming on So Anchored?
So I was going to ask you if you wanted to talk about that or not. We try not to be too political because you guys get
But
it
that's
everywhere
actually
else,
not
but
political. That's
It
like a
isn't.
interesting
Okay. All right.
water cooler story.
Anything you talk about around current politics is political.
all right.
Whatever it is.
If you see the president with a cute blonde, it's Natalie Harp. That's who we're talking about.
And it's not just that. He surrounds himself with cuties. However, this one seems to have an weird.
Well, like Steve. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
You
we're
used to.
aging, honey. It's
No, no,
different.
but
You used to.
relative
You
to
used
my
to.
age, you're still.
But the letters, they were obtained by these letters that she wrote to Donald Trump,
She probably
calling
leaves
him
him kind of love letters.
love letters,
around
like
the
you're my
office.
this and that. Now the Trump administration, they're more just exactly like before. They are so concerned about the leak more so than what the letters say. I'm like, get your priorities straight. Who cares who leaked them? They're there. This looks bad.
Well, if you're leaking anything, it means you can leak everything.
Well, you know, they
No,
call
no,
Let
him.
no.
I'd love for. Well, we do know that Barron made $250 million. We
but
found
do you
that
wanna-
out.
No,
good
but,
for
but a
him.
leak could be we're going to attack so and so, and we're leaking it.
No, we pretty much. He doesn't. You don't have to leak. He just says it. Trump just
That's
says
true,
it.
that's true.
Like,
I
I just
he,
made.
he is the biggest leaker.
It's true. A lot of Republicans are saying you can't talk about Natalie. She's a private person. She's a public
she's
servant.
not.
We pay her $150,000 salary.
I asked Dorothy last week, is it true? Because I didn't know that it was true that Caroline Levitt quit. And you're like, yes, it's true.
yeah.
And I'm like, is it because of the plane that they all went this way? And she's like, I've got a baby and family, and you made us go on the decoy. And he's like,
Why-
I'll
was
tell
she-
you what.
I don't know if she was on the flight, but maybe it was
She
just
was.
the
I-
idea
I
that
think
she was.
She was.
She made the food truck cutoff. Yeah.
No, she didn't.
No, Natalie was in the food
Natalie
truck.
did, not
Natalie made the food
Carolyn.
truck. No,
Yeah.
Carolyn was on the
That's
on
why
the
she
decoy
quit.
plane.
Yeah.
I don't know
Marco
that that's
Rubio
the
didn't
reason.
make the catering
Well, she
truck.
quit right
cut off.
away. She quit the
Natalie
day
Harp.
after, which
You know,
is interesting.
Most people who have that job go about 2 years.
It's pink. Thank
Pretty-
you.
pretty much
That
we've
that
ever
is a
known.
hard job to be the
Yeah.
press secretary, obviously. But so
Yeah.
Natalie's little nickname for a while has been the human printer because she
Yes.
walks around with a printer and she
Yeah.
prints out positive things for the president. So there was a picture this morning of her. Did you see it? Of her sprinting on the golf course to get to Trump because she wasn't in the golf
Well,
course.
one of the letters
So now
said
they're
that.
calling her the human sprinter.
One of the
Yeah,
letters
but
she
that's the
talks
letter,
about is
Right.
Did
I'm
I
sorry I
embar- did I
embarrassed you
embarrass
if I
you?
ran
Yeah.
on the golf course.
yes, exactly, because I guess she doesn't have security.
She didn't have a
Clearance?
security clearance for a year.
That's strange.
Yeah,
Well,
you know.
to be in the White House, to be that close
Well,
to the
you know,
president.
you've been in the White House and
you
you've
have
had to.
I was a dumb intern and I had
you
a
have-
security
you had
Of
clearance.
course, you
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
to. Yes, as you know, you should around.
We were in
something
the Oval
like that.
Office.
No.
I was in the Oval Office.
You were.
You?
Yeah.
I was in
wasn't
the old
elected.
executive office
You were
building.
not elected.
I was not elected.
You were not the vice president.
No, we were shooting, I think, Two in the Town.
Wow.
And we were there, and there was the officer. Come on in. I walked in, walked around.
Now, I have been in the Oval Office in the Obama Library because they have a copy of it.
Well, that's a little.
You know what's interesting in this Joan London interview that Lisa does? She talks about her life and career, and Joan is brilliant. She's 75, has 7 kids, had twins in her 40s.
I know her daughter, one of her daughters, a little bit. Yeah, she's lovely.
And she had twins in her 50s. So
I know her husband.
in her book, which one?
Michael?
2?
Michael, yeah.
Okay, so she has the little QR code on the pages of the story she talks about. So you hit the QR code on the page and the actual story comes up that she's talking about. And she talks about what it was like in the early days. Imagine like, okay, so you and I, 90s, 2000s, you know, coming up and Lisa doing sports and me on the NFL in the 2000s. When she and Barbara did it, Barbara was the only one. So the men were so angry that she was on set that they would call her Barbara on purpose. And she was just like in the field, thanks, Barbara. And they did it, Barbara. I'd be like, thank you, icon.
When Barbara started, she, much like us on Good Day LA, was not allowed to speak for the first like 10 minutes of the show.
Yeah, yes. I believe it was 20 minutes in Steve's
Can I do
contract.
it with the two of you for the first 10 minutes of this?
You know what? We're making up for it now, Dorothy. Cheers.
Oh my God, I haven't looked at anybody's
I
notes,
have.
comments.
Oh, thank you. Please do the thumbs up and please subscribe to us. We love
we haven't
you.
said that yet.
Please subscribe because
Yeah.
it makes a huge difference.
Does.
I love coming here, and I'll be totally honest. When I come here,
This is therapy.
Well, that.
Well,
but
your
it's-
therapist is here.
It's just like Good Day LA again. Like I can talk about anything. I come in, you follow it, right? When I'm on the other show, Mel will
Your
say,
other podcast?
she'll go, people don't like it when we jump subjects. People don't like when you say this about
So
men.
she's Steve.
So I finally turned to her and I go, I don't give a shit what the stop reading all the comments. Heather and I don't. Not like unlike this. I
Well,
read,
when it's live, it's so fun.
it's different.
To read your
But
comments.
Mel said, do we get the questions in advance? And I go, no, that's the whole purpose of live. God bless her. She's a nurse. She's not a talk show person. So I'm trying to ease her into it. But oh my God. So here
Are
I
you
just,
trying to train her the way Steve tried to train us?
I can't train anybody. I just go, dude, this is the way it is and shut the fuck up. Okay, go.
What'd you say?
Nothing. No, you could take that part out because when we drop any bombs, we won't get subscribers.
That's
Oh,
right.
really?
shoot, it's live.
You're
That's
losing
right.
the
I forgot.
You're losing the evangelical audience right now.
No,
Somebody said we're letting each other speak today. What's wrong?
I'm tired.
We're off our game.
I'm off my game. I had a
Okay,
very
you're tired.
bad morning.
I finished the sentence before, and I almost lost my place.
Weird. Okay, you, and this is weird too, because
Couldn't handle it. It was too much.
I know. Before, when I started to say something and you guys got quiet, I froze for a second. I didn't know what to do. Oh my God. No, you walked in and said you wanted to talk about Meghan and Harry, which in itself makes this a weird
I
day.
love
Let-
them.
Let me give you the background.
What's going on?
Let me give you the background.
Yeah, I love them.
Our friend Lisa B, our
Yeah.
producer,
Our
she's
producer.
still producing,
Yeah.
you know. And so she sends me these ideas, maybe, and most of them are, but she said,
Thanks.
And she's being paid what for this?
what we're getting paid.
In kindness.
And
They like
she,
the set. Thank you.
No, but she said, you've got to do Meghan and Harry. In
Okay.
fact, do that as your subject. Should, Steve, you're not interested as everybody
Do what-
else
should
is.
what? There's no story.
Why don't, no, the story is they're moving, they're leaving.
Where are they going?
They're going
Back
home.
home. Well,
No,
for him,
They're going home.
They're going back?
Oh,
Going to the
no.
UK.
They're going
Wait,
back.
are they going to go live in the frog residence again?
no, it is not. Somebody else is there now.
Okay, wait.
what is the
They're
frog?
leaving beautiful Montecito.
Frogmore, or that was
Frogmore,
the-
and they,
yeah,
they
the
call it
small
like
palace.
the small
No,
house,
small
and it's
palace.
a castle.
No, they're not getting that one. They're getting Toadmore. It's a little closer. So,
They're getting
so the
poison
The
Frogmore.
question, as I said earlier, for me on this thing, I love to find topics that you guys love and that
Yeah.
I can stand.
Okay, and
all
this is one
not
of those.
necessarily that I
Okay.
love, but
So let me bring you up to date.
It's
They
supposed to
are
hang on
going
the side.
home, at least for Harry.
Uh-huh.
I don't think it's any kind of, and when I say public housing, I mean a castle. I don't think it's,
You're not talking.
No. And
yeah.
Megan, I think I read
Row
something
houses.
about maybe doing a movie or a TV show with Guy Ritchie, but
Oh,
that
yes,
might be a
please.
maybe. That's a maybe. I
Sorry,
think.
guys. This is a synthetic wig, which means it's cheap, but it has hairs everywhere.
It's
like
cute.
Steve's made of real hair. Mine,
Human
you can't
hair. It's
curl.
human hair.
You can't curl. And so what happens is the synthetic hairs fly everywhere.
Anyway, they are going
I'm
home
so happy for them.
because Harry, well, it depends on who you believe. Harry wants to raise the kids
English.
where he was raised,
Yeah.
or because their Netflix deal.
Well,
ran
here's
out.
the thing: living in
It's one or the other, I don't
living
know.
in Montecito is probably one of the most beautiful places.
And they're
on
holding
Earth.
on to that house.
it
They're
gets-
not like
it gets-
letting that one go.
course.
it gets boring up there.
Oh, it
It's
looks like a
quiet
big mic.
up there.
It's very quiet up there.
Steve, go ahead. What were you saying? Somebody said this looks like a big mic. It's
Yes. Thank you. King Charles's health. Harry said in an interview he
Yeah.
didn't know how much longer
That's
his
right.
dad had.
Oh my
And
gosh.
King Charles said, "You're killing me."
I would like to see
You said
William
that earlier.
and Catherine Kate step into the throne. I don't like Camilla at all. She's not even a consort.
Listen to this.
Listen to what?
I know all the feeling about these people.
I'm allowed to. I grew up under the Commonwealth,
I saw
and
her
Diana
once.
The
was
what wealth?
revered. The Commonwealth,
what?
and Diana was revered, and she called Camilla horseface, and I don't like Camilla, and I can't. I don't
What?
want.
Wait a
She's
minute.
not the queen.
Did anybody watch Harvey Levin's show last night about Princess Diana?
No.
Harvey has a new show
Okay.
that oddly he is not hosting. And it's sort of like a celebrity crime scene. And they use AI and they went through the entire car crash in
Does anyone
horrifying detail.
ever talk about not Henri Paul who died, but the
guy.
bodyguard
Yeah.
Trevor,
who lived?
who lived, and nobody ever talks to him about what the happened.
But you know the one thing that I learned last night, because we go kind of deep on this stuff,
Yeah.
you don't care. But it took like an hour and a half to get her to the hospital.
She was alive in
What
the back seat.
hell?
They made one mistake.
What?
I don't know. I saw a clickbait saying
on
there was one
Well,
mistake.
they weren't wearing seatbelts.
They weren't wearing seatbelts.
Okay.
And
But why? I mean, the hospital. There's a
I know.
trauma center that's like 5 blocks away. Why did it take her so long to get there?
because personally, I think they were flocked by all those photographers, and they did get pictures of her living and while she was breathing and in dying.
She was
literally.
alive until she got to the hospital.
That
She
is
died
correct.
Shortly thereafter.
But Henri Paul drunk, and then Trevor
Or-
Reese Jones
or not,
or I don't think it helped that he's racing and they're being chased.
Yeah.
What do you think, Steve?
I'm thinking about a tampon.
Oh yes,
Do you know what
King
I'm talking
Charles.
yeah, when
King
it was Prince
Charles.
Yeah.
Explain what that is.
wish I were you. Ooh, hello,
He was
Camilla.
in love with Camilla. As Diana said, there were 3 people in the marriage.
Yeah, and he got her a bracelet. and she waited
he didn't
for it. And
quote
it was for her.
Shakespeare. He said,
I wish I were your tampon.
he did say it. I thought that was comedy. That's real.
Oh yeah, I was so gross.
Okay.
And
Oh,
hers,
yeah. Oh my God.
hers
yeah.
of all people, like
I
ugh.
wish I was tampons so I could
Diana
be in you all
was
Do you remember the screaming headline? Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
I loved her so much. I woke up for her wedding at I was
Mm.
13. I met one of her bridesmaids, India, and not
Ari?
in India. Her name's India. No, not India Ari. But she yeah, it was very
And when
sad.
you go to Buckingham Palace now,
Yeah.
I mean, it's beautiful. You can do the tour.
Yeah.
There's 87 million bathrooms, but you have to use one outside. The Diana room,
Yeah.
very small.
Oh, that's
At
so
the
lame.
end
Have
of
you
the
gone
tour.
through Windsor Castle? I've done that.
No, I've done-
I'd
It's
love to go to
like- it's like
Balmoral where she's
eight-
buried.
I have not done
It's like-
Toadmore Castle either.
And what'd you think, Steve? So
What'd you
I was
think,
there.
Steve?
It's like 8,000 rooms, and by about the 38th room, I want to kill myself. But because
That was David at Buckingham
there's no
Palace.
easy way out.
But all of the history, when I went to England, I couldn't get enough of it. I will say on the Queen's part, she didn't speak for the first few days after Diana, and the people got very angry because she was the people's princess.
Yeah, what's his name said the people. She said the people's princess. Tony Blair said
Yeah.
that, and he won your heart.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he did, and he's become old now. You ever notice when you're watching?
It happens to us.
Not to you. To me, you've always looked the same, right? Thank you for noticing it is pink. So something's happened. We notice it's not platinum. Platinum, blonde, pink.
Well, gray.
Oh, stop it.
Until
wait,
Monday.
Wait.
I actually asked
She-
Steve
wait,
earlier.
Yeah, wait. She comes over to me. She puts her head down. and said,
I'm like,
do I have a
is
lot
it
of
like-
gray?
do I look like you? How much gray do you see?
I see not one gray
I don't
hair.
either.
There's
Thank
not
you, guys.
One gray hair.
Well,
in
I
it.
sprayed some
It's so nice to
crap in
see
it.
you all here too. We feel like we're back on Good Day LA.
Yeah.
I don't think Diana was pregnant. I think those were
No,
all rumors.
I think
By
we
the
know
way,
she was
I
not.
would say this.
Yeah.
I like Princess Kate. Kate.
Kate Middleton.
yeah,
she's
she's
a
adorable.
queen.
She's classy.
She's ready to be a
Pretty.
queen, and she was a
I don't care
commoner.
that she's a queen, but I like
Well,
her.
Here's the thing: back in the
Right.
day, they chose who you would marry. No, Prince Charles had to marry Diana. They decided to stop that.
Well, they were looking for a virgin. They were looking for somebody
they
who had
decided
some
to
sort of
stop
royal
that though
blood.
with their son. So William was able to pick Kate on his own, which was rare because she's a commoner, as they say. But she is really prepped to be a wonderful queen. I think he'll be a great king.
Why do they have a king and queen, and what do they do?
Oh, for me,
What do they do?
They bring in a lot of tourists.
They bring in
What do
tons of
they do?
tourists.
Yeah,
well, if you go
Tradition.
back in history,
No, now. What do they do? I understand
Nothing.
the history. I know the history well.
nothing. They
Yeah.
should separate themselves from politics.
All
as
right,
they do.
name as many wives as Henry as you can. Go.
Anne Boleyn.
Obviously, Anne Boleyn,
I don't know any others.
Catherine from Spain.
Yeah.
There was
Catherine Parr.
Trixie. Hannah.
Dotsy.
Hannah, he
Pinky
married.
Tuscadero,
No, there's no
Mookie.
Hannah.
There was Mookie.
There was Mookie. And there was Brenda. Remember Brenda?
I don't know, but they're all beheaded.
Come on. There was
I think just a one.
They had a police pursuit through Northridge. It ended. Dang! We used to love doing those, didn't we? Not really.
Oh, no.
No, we didn't.
We used to think it was like, if you guys know Mystery Science Theater,
Yeah.
is that still around in any
I don't
form?
know, but it was like
we used to
that.
feel like that was us during a pursuit because we were just there in the background making little snipey comments.
Well, Lisa Brack, have I told you this story? You were. I don't know if you were there.
Thank you.
One morning, a rare morning, they asked me to come in
Thanks,
early and do the 6 o'clock.
Jeanette.
I'm talking.
Oh, I was just
That's me talking
to the viewers.
Yeah, okay, that's right. So Lisa Breck was relatively new.
She was nervous.
And we're going on at 6 a.m. That was the first hour at that point.
You went on at 6
Yeah,
a.m.?
just that day. And she said to me, I don't know how to do this. I'm so scared. I said,
And
don't.
I'm new to LA. I don't know
Yeah.
the roads.
Don't worry. Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah.
Don't.
You're Steve Edwards.
The thing opens up. She goes, there's a pursuit going on. I never said another thing for an hour. Her nervousness just drove her
It
to
was,
talk
it was
and talk
very
and
good day
talk.
LA-ish. You didn't get a word in.
You know, where we did disagree is when there were news, sometimes you guys want to make jokes, and I wanted to kill both of you.
Did you?
Yeah.
You should have.
Yeah, no, there were times.
You had your
I
chance.
think he tried to.
Yeah. And is it not too late now?
I have a question for both of you that's somewhat, well, it's very serious, but
What?
I'm curious as how you would react. So when Andrea Yates killed her 5 kids and it was considered, she went to jail. No one blamed Rusty Yates, her husband. He got remarried, life goes on. Now we're in the middle of this Lindsay Clancy trial and there's 3 children that are dead and they're really pointing at the husband. And I'm thinking, I didn't really know much about postpartum psychosis and I'm a woman. I don't want to be on that jury because I
She
still,
apparently did try and get help
a lot
many
of help.
times.
So what do we do? Are you a man, so you're not answering because you're a man?
I actually have some sympathy.
For her?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I do. I don't know the case that well, but I know all the other
Okay,
cases.
okay.
You know they're not in their right mind.
Absolutely not.
So what value do you put on someone who's not in their right mind?
Right.
What do you...
And how do you balance that with
How do you-
3
legally,
dead
That's why I
children?
wouldn't want to be
Yeah,
on the
yeah,
jury because if you let her go, we don't have any nut houses to go to anymore.
I mean,
Sorry,
what-
loony bins. And the
what do
thing,
you call kids? It's like kidicide, it's whatever you call that.
familicide, isn't it?
But what is the worst thing for a mother to do is to kill a child.
Yeah. Well, it depends
So-
on the mother.
No, well,
Some mothers,
let me get Ruby on this one.
no,
So,
let me get Jerry on it. Jerry could have, not legally aborted me in the 60s, right? In Canada. I don't know if it was legal.
No, but she could have illegally.
She could have
aborted.
illegally, and she didn't.
And they were concert goers. They could have done it.
But you think about your mom. I mean, she got sent away, right, to have a baby.
She
I mean,
did.
that was what people did.
Well, she sent her mother didn't know she was pregnant. So she left, picked a fight at 6 months. I'm like, you bitch, you weren't showing at 6 months.
What about,
And then she came home 3 weeks after giving me up and was skinny again. I go, you bitch. Go ahead.
I know my mom once said to me, I gained 14 pounds with you. I'm like, think of how smart I could have been if you ate a little more. But that was like
Yeah,
the thing
back then they didn't gain much
I gained
weight.
like 40 pounds.
I gained like 80. Everyone's like, you having twins? I go, oh, triplets. No, just one. Will we ever get to see Lisa B on the show? Wouldn't that be
We
lovely?
tried to get her
One
in when she was in town and she refused.
How's Steve doing with his current wife?
By the way, we're still together.
Did she
Everything
find that
okay?
odd?
Yeah.
You know me and my current wife, because you're so funny, you slip stuff in, and sometimes I didn't really realize how funny. How's Nash doing?
Oh my God, married man,
Oh my God.
loving the current wife. Steve used to say, marry your second wife first.
Yeah,
And
marry
you
your
did.
second wife first.
Yeah.
Yeah, get rid of the thing.
Steve
get
would
their
drop
food.
some gels. Do I think gels? Gems.
Gels.
dropped
These are
gels.
gels, and I also
dropped
need to
gels.
have these done.
He would be over there doing my nails.
You had to
No, I
stick-
said the new gel.
What are you pointing at? What are you doing?
No, you're doing my nails.
Oh,
the
whoa.
gel
I thought you
nails.
were reaching for me. I thought that was it.
Finally. Finally.
No, it's never going to happen. Damn it.
You-
Oh,
And
my
it's
God.
not because of him. It's because of me. No, it's not because of me. It's because of him.
No, I can imagine. I said, no, I said mine.
Oh, am I a grandma yet? Nope.
Lisa B.
Nope.
Lisa
Maybe
B.
someday.
Lisa B. knows that if she's in this little room, you will all talk to her too much. She
Yeah.
knows you guys,
Yeah,
so she doesn't want to do it.
I know, but Lisa B is funnier than we are. I mean, she's an
She's
excellent
hilarious.
guest.
Well, she's very funny.
Odds are.
Oh, aren't we going to have
Dorothy, I once prank called you at Fox 11 years. You made my day. Prank called you.
Well, we used to take phone calls every once in a while.
Yeah, they were
You mean
great.
on the air?
Or off the air.
I don't know.
I don't know.
You
I don't know.
There are many things that I don't remember. Like Heather, who was our booker for many years, will send us photos, and every once in a while I'm like, "Oh my God, it's Kevin Costner!" And then every once in a while I'm like, "Who is that?"
It's
And you
bad.
know they were famous.
Speaking of
We
that,
had
remember
them on.
Kevin Costner was working on an idea of a movie starring Diana.
Yes, well, like The Bodyguard, it was going to be like the next version of The
It was
Bodyguard.
also his way was who's left for him at that point.
What?
Never mind.
I'm watching Yellowstone, and damn, it's good.
God, are you a Republican?
Why? What the hell does that have to
That
do
is
with
the
it?
Republican conservative
Show?
series. Yes.
I don't know. I don't.
All those
I just watch a good show, and I don't care.
I understand. All those Taylor Sheridan things.
Are they?
So,
Well, I'm watching Lioness. Does that make me a
Is that-
Republican?
Yeah. I started to watch that with Zoe. Yeah.
Who I,
No,
I
these shows
stated
are
last
not-
week as the most
if-
gorgeous woman ever in the history of the world.
Who's
and
that?
Steve
Why is
said,
it- why
I
is it
will Say that
Republican?
about someone else.
who's that?
Because it's the West.
Zoe Saldana.
You've said that about 25 other people.
I mean, Halle Berry's gorgeous too. I
Okay,
can't
all
choose.
right.
Can't choose.
So anyway,
In the world of algorithms that take me to different places,
Yeah.
in the conservative world, they love the Taylor Sheridan stuff because there's nothing woke. Men are men.
Well, okay.
Women are tough. There's nothing
yeah,
woke about their
I'll
series.
disagree because that one woman, she is not like a trad wife.
Who's
She
that?
carries
Beth?
her own. Oh, I
Wait,
love
is this
her.
the British actress?
No,
There-
she's the one with the red hair and the freckles, and she's gorgeous
Who's
and
the actress?
tough.
She's a British actress whom I love from another series she did in Britain, and she's been one of the. Oh, somebody help me here with this. No,
Kelly.
Kelly.
Yeah, Kelly. No, Kelly.
You got it.
Kelly. Yeah, she's incredible.
Yeah, yeah.
Scott, speak. I know. Is it Beth? I don't know.
No,
Kelly.
Oh, Kelly.
No, I mean Beth, the character.
I don't know. the
Oh, I don't
character.
know. I just started watching.
She did a series
Oh
called.
dear God, let me look.
What
it up.
was Jill
You
doing
know, I'm-
when
I'm
she
Steve's
fell?
memory.
You posted something of me falling off a chair, and I
Oh, you posted it so that I
No,
reposted it.
somebody posted it, so I reposted
Okay.
it. Yeah,
I didn't see. I don't know what I was doing.
it is
Kelly O'Reilly.
Kelly Riley. No
Riley,
O.
yeah.
No O.
Yeah, I
she
like
did
her.
a British series called Suspicion, and I became a
Yes, yes,
Yes, you know
She's
about that. Okay,
fantastic.
all right.
And Dutton Ranch. That's going to be my next
Dutton
one.
Ranch and Landman.
Yes, and I watched Landman because
yeah.
I have a massive
Landman.
crush. You want to know what my
Oh, we
crushes
didn't
are in
watch
real
that.
life?
Steve Buscemi.
No, it's Tony Soprano. I love him, even in his big James Gandolfini days with his heavy
the
breaths.
breathing. You love the
Oh,
breathing.
he's
You love the
sexy as hell.
breathing, yeah.
Yes, Kelly is Beth.
Yes, we
Yeah.
love that.
Oh, I'm
We're-
sorry.
We're there.
I just didn't know the characters as well. I love obviously
I'm your human printer
Brenner
ever again.
Yul Brenner, but
Yul
who's
Brenner.
Oh, yeah.
Interesting combination of
Yeah,
men.
and
Mike
also
Wallace. Mike Wallace.
Mike Wallace, and I love Russell Crowe, big Russell with the gray beard. Love, and
You like
Denzel is
You
yours.
love
but
what's
I
his name?
love
Quinn?
Denzel.
Who?
Wait, who's doing Sugar now? The series
Oh,
Sugar.
yes. Yeah,
Colin Farrell.
You
Yes,
always
but that's
kind
in a
of-
s-
yeah.
like that's in a new way. The men that I've always loved. Like
No,
the-
you loved him 20 years ago.
no, you loved him 20 years ago.
You love that he smoked. You know, all these things.
Sean Connery. Oh, Colin Farrell. Yes,
What are we just talking about?
I don't know.
Colin Firth.
I like him too, but
No,
I
Colin
like.
Firth is not her type.
Yeah, you're more of a.
Yeah, Connery and Craig are my
My
favorites.
wife loves Colin.
Yeah, okay. I knew there was some Steve connection
yeah,
there. Okay.
yeah.
I
Who's
remember
Tater?
interviewing Russell Crowe at a
Teeter.
junket a million years ago before
Mm-hmm.
he sort of became Russell Crowe. Oh, yeah. And he was really funny.
He is funny.
Yeah.
He just doesn't like some.
I mean, he can be an ass, I think, but he was really funny.
But can't everybody be an asshole?
well,
Steve?
yeah. Steve.
Well, listen. Here's a Steveism. The greatest people can do bad things.
Yeah.
The worst people can do
good things. Yes.
and humanitarians are all terrible people.
No, by the way, it did sound like that we said it that way. Anybody in the world, you can meet somebody in an intersection of something. You say that's the worst human being,
Yeah.
and then you
Right, and
say,
it's a moment in
and then
time.
you say
Moment
later,
in time.
I love that person.
Yeah, it's a moment in time.
Well, I mean, that was what our friend Alec Baldwin said about that phone call to his daughter
oh yeah.
You got
when
him
that
his
became
worst
public.
moment.
Worst
Yes.
moment.
Yeah.
And you always said that with the internet, we catch people. At the
Remember your
worst
phone call
moment
to
of their
Julie
life.
that time? We got that on
You
there.
can't judge people by their worst moments, but what we
Billy
do
Bob
now
Thornton,
is,
he's so hot.
That's who you were trying to get around to.
That's right.
Yeah,
and
you were.
Allie Larder, can I just say, for a woman, her body.
Yes.
Oh my
But
God.
can I say your list of men is eclectic.
She likes them a little dirty.
Say
A little
eclectic.
dirty.
Denzel,
A
because
little
I stole
dirty, a
him
little
from
dirty.
you.
You
like
can borrow
Denzel.
Denzel and Neil Diamond. We always had the Neil,
Neil
Diamond.
Diamond. And Bob Seger. Okay, we're done.
Can I do my Alec Baldwin story?
Please.
again?
Yes, I love that story.
You love this story. Okay.
Can I interrupt and say I've known Alec forever and ever? All right, go on.
Since he was Alex.
Yeah, it's a good idea. Do your interruptions now.
Yeah, we're done. We're done.
Not the same.
Yeah. Okay. So
Now tell your damn story.
when I first went to Channel 7, there was a new series on called North and South. I think it was North and South. And there was a young actor named Alec Baldwin in it. And they said, hey, we're bringing this guy. You're going to love him because he likes politics. He's got ideas and whatever.
He's-
oh, good.
he's really
good,
smart.
good. So he comes on and, okay, we had a great interview. Years later, I'm doing live in L.A. at Channel 9. And he's doing a remote with my friend Mike Jarek.
Oh, yeah.
And he says in the remote, oh, Steve Edwards. I did my very first television interview with Steve. It was very sweet.
Did you? That was his very
Yeah,
first?
this is his very first.
Wonderful.
Okay.
Allegedly.
Now we go like maybe 10 years later, I'm working with you guys. And we have him in a remote and we're talking. I said, Alec, I'm proud of the fact that I did your first TV interview. And he said, all right, if you want to think that. I only got it from you.
Just to say, Steve has so many of those, but he would never normally say that unless Alex said it, which is the funniest. Yes, I am clean shaven down low. As we like to say, it's a hardwood floors.
Really? Like here. Okay.
Is that what somebody's asking you?
Yeah.
They're not asking, they're telling.
As I get older, I am too.
I have a question. I have more of a statement.
What?
It's
Can I
different
say,
if you're lasered than if it
speaking
falls out.
Yes.
of James Gandolfini, one of his castmates, Drea Di Matteo,
I know she's doing.
put one picture up of herself in a
$1 million.
bikini. No, one picture up of herself in a bikini. She got $75,000 and was able to pay off a lot of debt. And I thought that's wonderful. So I looked into OnlyFans. There's somebody there that's not me, but they say they're Jillian
and
Barberie.
she's
Oh,
made
my
$20 million.
God.
That's,
Wait, no, sadly, there's no traction. I was like, ooh, maybe
Can
I
we
better
see
not.
that? Can we
explain
pull that up?
something to me about OnlyFans. I know it
I know
started.
nothing.
Wait. First, we must ask this question. You're big on the follow-up question. Who the hell is this person? What are they showing? What are they doing?
No, it's Drea Di Matteo in her bikini.
No, you.
you.
Who's, have you seen it?
No, it's I saw it. There's nothing. There's
Oh.
it says Jillian.
Oh, okay,
Jillian
at least
Barberie
there.
Reynolds, which
Okay,
I
at
would
least
no, somebody bought it. So I tried to go in to put my own information in, and it won't let me. It keeps heading
This
me back
happened
to
you
that.
before. This happened to you where on
Yeah.
Facebook or Net?
No, well, Facebook they kicked me off because there were
you
four.
got
There were four false
kicked
Jillian
off too,
Barberies,
yeah.
but I got kicked off. I'm like, hi, I'm the real one. Nope. Then I went to get JillianBarberie.com, and it was owned by a porn site.
Well, of course. Look at
And
me.
When
They
you
wanted
got, when you got kicked off
$10,000.
Facebook, wasn't it like it was some?
I didn't
like,
get kicked off. I didn't get caught
I
off.
did.
No, somebody took over your-
Suddenly, I'm posting things like bad animal pictures and things. And
I know. It's
Why
like,
are you posting that?
You became
Steve?
Steve Irwin all of a sudden.
And I went from no, but it wasn't as positive as that. And so I had lots of people. I can't remember the number. Let's 50,000.
Because you were like an early Facebook guy.
Let's say 50,000 or so. And suddenly I realized I had no control. I couldn't get into my own page.
Yeah.
Stuff was being put up in my name. I tried to track it down. It was somewhere in Asia. It had nothing to do with anything.
And this was a long time ago.
So I had to start over again.
That's very-
And in those days, we were under pressure at the station. This is after you weren't under pressure when you were there, right?
Remember when you were leaving and you said to them, "I have 80
300,000
million
Yeah.
Twitter followers," and they said, "I don't care," and then it
And
all
then
changed.
they changed.
and
Then
then
they changed.
cared.
So we were under
Yeah.
pressure, and the interesting thing
have
that
an online-
that happens is it also.
Ed Stevens, that's your alter ego. I love that.
Bob, I used to call myself when I had like a rock band, Ed Stevens. I call myself Eddie Stevens.
baby.
Yeah, yes, yeah.
Can I just say one thing about your Facebook?
Jillian may be one of the best looking women ever.
This is true.
Okay.
Boop, thanks. I never get complimented.
And hopefully I've said this before because I didn't know how to reach out to them. But when I got fired, and I know I've told you this, I got flowers from people who were in your Facebook group who
Yeah.
didn't know
Oh, that's
me,
so
who
nice.
I had
Yes.
no connection.
I
with.
didn't.
And they would say, Steve's Facebookers, there was some name you guys had.
Oh, what, they were the-
Well, back then I used you remember, I raised a lot of money.
Yeah. For charity. And
For charities.
Oh, we're not supposed to talk about that, Steve.
What's that? What? You just sounded like Hayden Panettiere's
did you
boyfriend.
just
Who is that? I just
No, but remember you always say, like, when people talk about raising money for charities, they shouldn't talk about it.
That's true.
You just broke your rule.
Oh,
Because he
yeah.
would tell me I wouldn't get points in heaven if I talked
saying.
about it.
No. When I'm raising the money, I
Yes.
want people
Well, then
to
you
know
do have to
I'm
talk-
doing
you
it.
do have
Do you
to talk
understand?
about it.
It's when I quietly do something, I don't want them to know.
Okay.
But those very nice people were
that
By
very
the way,
kind.
Steve's Facebook followers sent me a box of dead bugs when I got fired.
no.
Not flowers.
You know,
Go ahead.
We maybe.
I didn't say the flowers were alive.
At some point,
They were.
if this thing we're doing works over time,
Yeah, we'll see.
Oh, it's working.
we're
It's
gonna,
iffy.
we're gonna
Raise money for charity.
Absolutely.
Yes, please. Because that, you
otherwise,
know,
why
that
are we
is one
here?
of my great regrets in life, actually.
What?
Well, that we had a big platform
Yeah.
and that I didn't use it for
But you're
good.
doing such good. Me? I've done nothing. I've
That
done
is
nothing for
not
anyone.
true.
No, I did for the animals on a day late.
Cancer?
But now, when my life went to hell, basket. Why is it a
I
handbasket?
don't know why. That's the other thing
understood
that I
that.
will then go Google to find out.
Everything was
And
in the
then-
handbasket.
and-
Steve's private.
And then in the end, keep
my purse.
Hey, keep your shirt on. So,
Hey, you know what? I have
yeah.
a clear memory of you writing a very big check to someone who was saving the animals, and Steve looking at it and
That
being
was-
like,
that
"Are
was
you
my-
sure you want to do
Okay.
that?"
that was my turning point.
Okay, stop. I don't want to talk
That was
about
my turning
money
point.
and
I-
stuff.
No, but I'm just saying you've been very charitable.
Yeah, very.
Not anymore. I
charitable.
got nothing to
Okay,
give.
did I let you finish the Facebook thing? I jumped
Yeah,
in.
because
No,
it's,
so
on,
what I-
it's
what-
done.
what I-
Believe me.
What I did with Facebook. What I did.
I'm not looking at you.
Look at me.
I won't.
Look at me.
I won't do it. Can't make me do
I won't
it.
accept you. I'm sorry. I don't go on Facebook that
It's
often.
Susan,
I
you
will
didn't-
accept
yeah,
you.
okay.
I'm so sorry to be
Yeah.
not accepting. I do a lot more Instagram.
No, what
I should
I
do more Facebook.
What I was
can't
doing
quit
was
you.
every year around holidays, around Christmas, I would
Raise
pick
money.
a charity, and you helped me select charities, by
Yeah,
the way.
yeah.
I didn't.
So you didn't care.
And I know friends of mine who donated lots of
I
money.
said to her, "What about charity?" She said, "How about a week for me?" So,
I got
do you know how much a
cancer.
facelift costs now?
so what I would do is I'd raise the money, and then I would personally
Use-
double the money. No, double the money.
You would use
And
the
so a mutual friend of ours,
I know who, yes.
Yes, I wanna
So
make sure,
be
you know,
careful, Steve. When
embarrassing.
you say, I'm going to match it, be careful because you don't know how
she
much.
said to me, "You better put a ceiling on this
Yeah.
thing because you can get
Because Steve
carried
said, I'll
away."
match whatever is
Oh,
raised.
geez
And then,
Louise. Because
So
some of the
I put a ceiling at $8.
you know, Steve with his little T-Rex.
He's like, let me get the dinner tonight. Oh crap, my wallet's back there.
Oh,
I got T-Rex.
You hated that more than any stupid joke we ever did. That one bugged you.
Did it?
You know,
I didn't know that.
there
Let me get dinner
There
tonight.
was a,
Oh,
there was a
it's in my
moment
back
where,
pocket.
where a very wealthy woman made a nice donation to an organization that you were part of.
Yeah.
And I made a bigger.
I'm right here.
No, wait, and I made a bigger donation.
Thank you, wealthy woman and Steve.
So you were bragging about that other woman, and our friend,
do it,
and our
Mr.
friend says, "Wait a minute, Steve has much less, and he gave more."
Okay,
so
hang
this
on.
is not Steve.
Let me pat you on the back.
I
for
am
that.
just. I am huge. I contain multitudes. Here I
He
am.
truly is the greatest. Let's hear about the show stories, celebrity stories. Ooh, what celebrity do you want to talk about? Well, I never really. Kat Von D in my fight. That was kind of, but who was the celebrity that you guys?
Oh, I just thought of something. No, finish.
I remember
I
somebody
only
came
cut
on.
off you, not
Somebody
Jill.
came off drunk.
That's very nice.
Damn it, somebody came on our show drunk, and then somebody also did
All right,
Okay,
cocaine
that
in the
person-
bathroom.
We're not going to say who it was.
Is she still working?
I saw that person not that long ago.
Was she like
and
this?
I was like, oh my God. Yes.
Was she like this?
No, she was not. But I.
Hi, Dorothy.
I remember.
When somebody,
What camera-
somebody we,
what camera do I look at?
somebody we can talk about. It's very sad stories. Anna Smith.
Anna Nicole.
Oh, Anna Nicole Smith.
Yeah.
Is that her name?
Yeah, she came on shortly before she died.
She came on and she was just
She was a
out.
mess.
And,
She was
and-
out of
There's
it.
no hiding that. She was
No.
a mess on the
and,
show.
and we
It
were
was
trying. We were trying to.
She was like this. Steve.
We were trying to help because she was saying outlandish things and wanted.
Yeah.
It was.
She kept saying the F word.
Had to help her off the set.
Yeah.
It was
and all of
very
that.
sad.
And I thought, one of the things that we do and did was exploit people's weaknesses. When they were in trouble, it was always a good story.
Yeah.
We did?
She did.
It's another thing. Are we going to go through all my regrets
If you wanna
today?
know.
That's another one.
Yeah.
I love you,
I remember
Steve.
one time I got.
Called entertainment
echoing.
reporting.
You know,
I regret it.
Oh,
You know that.
we love you guys.
we
Thank
always
you.
talk about me having to do things because of things Jill said.
Yes.
But I remember getting just
I got you in trouble too.
ripped to pieces by a publicist
You did for me? Because of me?
I think it was me this
because
time.
of her. Yeah, because of her. And also, you were doing your stupid quoting the tabloids.
Oh, I got in trouble too from one. Do you remember that salmon fishing in Yemen? Ooh, they were going to come on the show, and I said, "What? That's a ridiculous name for a movie. I'm not probably going to go see it." And they go, "Really?
Why is
We're
that
not going to
bad?
let you have our stars that were coming in booked." And I remember Heather came in, our booker, and she was like, "Jillian," and I'm like, "I'm so sorry." But it is a stupid name.
I remember one show that I'm not
The time he threw the Oscar in the trash or something, we got banned or something.
No,
like that.
I got
Oh, it was
banned.
an Emmy.
You got to go. No, I got kicked out of the Oscars because I said it was boring and they need to step it up and they need to be more like the Golden Globes. They need to be looser. They need to have like a Ricky
is
Gervais
all
and they
true.
need to
They need alcohol.
offer alcohol.
But,
and
oh,
they said, "Oh, really? We're
Wait, was it
boring."
an Emmy you threw in the trash?
Yeah, that was a different
Okay.
story. Then the Oscars, they said, "Oh,
Close-
really?
close enough.
You think so? You think we're boring and long? Guess what? You don't have to worry
I
about it
remember
this
they
year."
sent you like a formal letter.
Oh
like
yeah, I
you're
wish
not
I
allowed.
kept it.
You know, I worked the red carpet when it meant something. All right, so
Wait, so some publicist yelled at you because of something I said?
no, wait a minute. I worked the red carpet when heterosexual men did things like
What?
that. Yeah, that's
Steve,
a long,
who are you
that's a
wearing?
long-
Steve, I love your vest. Thanks. My
I was
wife
saying,
made
I
it.
think I worked the last year when nobody ever said, "Who are you wearing?"
Yeah.
That happened after that. So
You're welcome.
it was there was one case that you and I. It's too sad to talk about, but there was another one. We had two actors on,
Oh, I know the one you mean, though.
and we thought they were good sports.
And yes, I will always be sorry about that.
No, you weren't that bad though.
Well,
no,
hello, me and the audience
I was
would like to
quoting-
know.
we didn't
I was
realize
quoting
how
the-
sensitive
I was
they
quoting
were.
the tabloids, and it was a story about somebody we knew,
Mm-hmm.
and this person was upset.
And I would say, but one of these guys died, so I don't want to talk about it.
Well, okay.
All right, back to you, Jill.
Thanks for all that.
Back to
no,
you,
you
Jill.
said there were two stories. That was the first one, and then what was the second?
No, the other story was somebody else who's passed away.
Oh, jeez.
Somebody we loved. And you said some stuff about private stuff that shouldn't have been known, but it was in
No,
the
but-
tabloids.
Private parts? Private stuff.
I thought that was the same story.
No, the other one was two actors. This was another actor we knew better.
Don't worry, audience. I feel just
I'm
as
sorry,
out
this
as
is
you
not.
do.
This is terrible
Okay,
television.
you know what? And can I just say,
Thank God it's a podcast.
You're still apologizing.
I said a lot of dumb things,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes quoting the tabloid. Sometimes they were true, sometimes they weren't. But I have regrets about that.
Okay.
I think I went too far sometimes in wanting to
Dorothy from
tell the whole story.
Misty says you were not mean when you were reporting. Poor
thank
Steve.
you.
He's a very patient man. You have no idea. We put him on a lot of meds.
And by the way, I am a patient.
My friend had an autographed picture of Jillian that I used as my dartboard growing up.
Yes.
He's since passed, but it's something I'll always remember about him.
Oh.
Easy.
Wow.
I'm sorry about your friend, man.
yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah. Thank you guys for coming back. Thank you for coming back.
Give us a tea with Ted Haggard, Gary Busey interview. I don't remember that.
Wait a
Love
minute,
that you
wait,
called
wait.
him gay. I did. I called him gay.
Who?
I don't know, either Ted or Gary Busey.
I saw
Wait a minute. Before it goes, Steve is looking so cute today.
Oh.
Thank you very much.
He is.
I
He's
saw
very
Gary
handsome.
Busey. This is a long time ago because my son was young, and we
G
were in
stands for God, and O stands for God.
we were in the parking lot somewhere in Malibu, and he came up. He was being very nice, and he'd remembered being on the show, and he had some issues.
sorry.
but then he was being funny, but he started like saying really inappropriate things. And there's my little child who probably didn't really understand, but I was kind of backing away.
Oy, boy, it's like me hosting those events, and when I didn't have kids, and then when I get nervous, I start to work
blue.
yeah, and then I'd see kids in the front row.
You know,
And I was
what's
like, "This is for you guys." Go ahead.
No.
Say it.
No.
No,
We can't make you. Hi, we love you too, David Goldstein. You were always great. Thank you,
Wait a
David.
minute.
Wait,
It's my
hold
husband.
on,
David,
David.
I have to. But you.
Wait.
Oh, it's the other way around.
Is that your man? What? Wait, what?
I think that's a fake David Goldstein. Like there was a fake Steve Edwards on.
Why? He doesn't have
Facebook.
LA at the end of
He
his.
would never say you guys were always great.
That's
My husband would not say
No,
that.
no, but because he doesn't talk personally to you, but he does to us here.
yeah. David.
He goes into the
Steve
bathroom
and I
with us
talk to
here.
David all the time.
It's the secret of a good marriage.
I
We don't
think
talk
it
to
is.
each other.
No,
It's
you
a
still
wig
have,
from
you still have
TikTok.
some mystery, right? You have mystery with your
Well,
husband.
just because I shut the door when I go to the bathroom, I don't know if that's how you define
By the way, you
mystery.
guys, we'll have our own little show over here. But I want to tell you,
Yes, please.
TikTok is everything. My kids used to laugh at me for buying from TikTok. This way, I could have saved so much money when I was bald with the cancer. The cancer.
Because wigs are crazy expensive, or can be.
They can be. Yeah, and I went to J-Lo's lady.
If they ask me about wigs, I may need one in a few years. What?
Okay, so go to TikTok. They also have home goods, and you could do. Listen, if you're ready, I used to shop at restaurants.
I'm afraid to buy stuff from
Don't be.
Instagram because I'm afraid
Nope.
it's like a scam.
Nope, it's not a scam. It's here. David says I'm watching. Believe it or not, it is your husband.
Wow, honey.
Hi, David.
David,
I thought you were playing tennis. I thought you were very busy
Oh,
today.
I'll say it again.
He's
I can't
playing
remember
doubles.
which is right. David, I have to. Why you? Or is it
It'd be
the
worse
other-
if you were playing singles.
Excuse me, David. I was talking. I have to, but why you? Or does he say to me, I have to, why you? I can't remember.
Ball.
Steve, if she dies, she dies.
You know,
Did you get in trouble for saying that once? I mean, that was our joke forever. And didn't
No,
somebody get
you didn't get in
offended
trouble
I
once?
for that.
don't think so. These pants I got on Amazon. This shirt I got on
Listen,
Amazon.
they're asking about the wig, okay? So
Okay,
just
wigs.
the one that they're all synthetic. They can't be curled. They can't be styled. But for a couple times, throw it on. It looks beautiful. Remember, Steve hasn't finished a story in 20 years. TikTok shop. And the shipping is fast and it's legit. And by the way, I want to mention one more thing. I used to shop at Restoration Hardware and those kinds of places. Now I shop at Temu and I put my own furniture together.
Okay, every time, which is pretty much every day, I see your house. It's
Yeah.
a completely different house.
That's what Ruby says. She's
Well,
like, Mom.
I'm curious. I think I'm a house behind.
Yes. I live in Thousand Oaks now
I
in an
think you live in
apartment.
Calabasas.
No, that didn't last.
Where's the apartment with the homeless guys downstairs?
Yeah, where I am now.
Okay, that's now. So I'm up to date on that.
Yeah,
one. Okay.
yeah.
Good. And you're right. Every time I see when you go on live,
Yeah, it looks
It's
different.
like you brought in a new wall.
Well,
that
wait
didn't
till you
exist.
see the new bathroom. It's all cheetah. I'm
and you're going to bring some cheetah here. And
going to do some things.
all right.
What's
okay.
cheetah?
Cheetah.
Little cheetah.
David is a great investigative.
Oh,
Yes, he's a great.
The best. David,
He's the
I
best.
always have real respect for
Let him
Dave.
show you his Emmys.
Yeah.
Oh, is that
People
what he
would come
calls it?
over, or like once in a while, like if my students were over and they would see the wall of Emmys, and
Yeah.
they'd be like, "How many are yours?"
All of them, as far as you know.
Why not? What
We're
do they-
married.
what do
Half
they
of
know?
them. Half of them are
I
mine.
get half of them.
Yeah.
We had a few. We won a few.
Yep.
Yeah.
I got some. They're in my shitter.
I have a lot.
No, they're in my closet.
I have a lot, and one of the keys is if you're at a station that enters it for you, because I would never enter anything like that.
No.
And
So-
ABC didn't used to do that, right?
I can't remember.
Some
Some
stations do, some
entered,
stations
and I
don't.
used to say, if we want to win, let's just do a series called, and this sounds terrible, Children Overcoming Cancer. You're going to win the Emmy. It doesn't matter
Yeah.
what you do in
Yeah.
the piece. Just do the name.
I
of
don't
it.
know. David was really surprised one year. He won for something he didn't think he was going to win, and he realized it was because we put our dog. Like I had anything to do with it. Oh, our dog was in it. So if you put a dog in it,
David says community property Emmys.
oh,
Yeah, David broke
Hi,
a lot
hon.
of stories. Thank you. It's just TikTok. KTLA needs you guys for Saturday. I don't do weekends. What the fuck?
I don't do weekends. You don't do windows.
get up that early on weekends.
No
Yeah.
thanks. What? No thanks.
Yeah. Okay.
Look, my husband's funny.
Yeah, your husband's
husband's
Don't
great.
know
very
that
funny.
the Emmys are community property.
Do you let him talk to you or no? Or no?
uh,
Like, is it like?
I mean, he
I've
doesn't
always
listen,
said
so
about your husband.
it doesn't matter.
I've always said about your husband.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to tell you.
Oh,
No, I've always said about your husband that he should have
He's a
been
patient man like you.
should have been anchoring. No, because he doesn't listen.
I know.
He should have been anchoring the news with Pat Harvey, and I
Yeah.
He was
think
one of his dearest
I
friends.
think that combination would be not only
Gold.
successful but eternal.
eternal, and
Yeah.
it would be gold.
Yes.
It's weird how sometimes they make decisions about.
I don't even know that there were decisions involving him, but
I think you were the only one who
that
ever
was
said
my
it.
idea. It's
But
just,
you
know,
said
that
it. You said it to Pat and David, and Pat liked the idea more than David did.
Yeah.
David sort of is like a guy that likes to be out. I don't know if Yes, I could see them together, but what about confined to a studio for him? Do you think he would be okay with that?
I mean, he did anchor at times in his career.
Yeah.
One of the reasons,
But he would be a real staple.
one of the
with
reasons
Pat.
that I left CBS to go over to ABC was I was doing Two in the Town, which was a tremendously successful show, and
Yeah.
we traveled and
And they had one room.
but I wanted this. No, I wanted to,
For the whole team,
You wanted this?
Can I finish, please?
if you insist.
Never mind. I was going to say.
I love doing live TV. In other words,
Yeah.
if you're in the field
Yeah.
and you're recording stuff, and
Yeah.
I'm not interested.
Not
You know,
interested.
I'd
Here's
like
what Steve
to
used
do-
to say about reporters. Oh my God, they work all day for 2 minutes
Yeah,
of
exactly.
Not
airtime.
only that, they
Yeah.
work all day, and sometimes we never get to them because of Steve's antics. People like the new set. Thank you. So happy we're
New
back
set.
together.
I love it.
I'm
We have a set.
obsessed. Oh, we are so happy to be back together. Like, to be honest, love Two on the Town, Stevie. Where'd he go?
Bye, Steve.
Is this? No, these are acts. Don't you?
Oh, it's coming
Steve,
down.
seriously, do not
Steve broke
mess
the
with the set. I swear, Taylor, I'm going to do my best. But if
worked
he,
all
the set.
last night putting this
no,
together.
I'm going to bring. We need some color. But don't worry about it. Jillian's got it.
Yeah, okay.
We'll do that. We'll bring in a nice pop of color, and then I'm going to pop you in the face.
I
Oh,
have no idea what you've done here.
yeah. Well, you tangled
There you go.
yourself all up, sir. Anyway,
You're tangled up in blue.
Hellosies. Speaking of Hellosies, it was our very good friend Lauren Rush's birthday the other day, and we talked to his mom, Dolly, and I said this
Our
day.
friend Lauren, who passed away a little over a year ago.
Yep.
Way too soon. Way
Brilliant.
too
He
soon.
used to start on our show, and then of course he moved.
I'm sorry, he started as a producer.
You know
on
what?
Scoop
Dorothy's
with Sam
show.
and Dorothy.
Scoop with Sam, and if it weren't for Dorothy, he wouldn't have come to go to LA.
Steve, take your meds.
And then he went to HGTV and ran it. But
Yeah.
the thing is,
How is his mommy doing?
exactly. So I said to Dolly, "This must be quite a day because that's the day you give birth to that person." And I said, he was magical and so special and
He was the sweetest kid. Sweetest kid. I mean, to me, he was a little kid. He was just a little
Well,
kid.
because he had
Yeah.
that kind of kid-like love and
And he told a funny story about you. You want to hear the bitter truth?
oh, here we go.
So you,
today has been bitter truth for Dorothy Day,
so
so
you
go
were
right ahead.
You were,
A terrible bitch.
yeah.
Yeah.
Lauren
Back to you,
would not
Jillian.
have said that,
No,
this
he
is-
would not
this
have.
is-
even if it was true.
This is what Lauren told me.
Okay, tell me.
He said, we're doing the show with you and Sam.
Yeah.
Okay.
Me and
Oh,
Sammy.
rest in peace,
Yes.
Sam.
Oh my God.
And
Both of them.
that you weren't that nice. And then when the word came out that the show was going to go off, you became Florence Nightingale and
You
wanted
got
to take
him.
care of everybody.
And try and get people jobs.
And that's so much.
And-
you. I'm
but in
surprised you didn't have them all move into your house.
But in your defense, I think it's because it was the new show. You're worried about so many other things. It's not about
Well,
this.
it was a couple of things. It was we would do our show in the morning, and
Yeah.
that was the whole rest of the day till like 9 or 10 o'clock at night. And I mean, I think you guys know this. I had a miscarriage during that time.
yeah, no, you're forgiven.
And so
yeah.
it
and
was
you
a
and you
lot.
got Lauren that job that
You got him the job. You got him the
got
job.
him his
Yeah.
life. I mean,
I used to watch you and Sam, as you know,
and give us little pointers.
give us little pointers. And
Did either of us listen?
no,
so sad.
Sammy probably did.
no. But my point was, Dorothy's got to speak a little more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, and I also think I've told you guys this story, but I don't speak of it often. So I had a miscarriage, and like we do, went back to work the next day.
Why?
I don't know.
We just do.
There's no pressure to.
No, I mean that was
We put it on
It
ourselves.
only lasted for a minute, but that was a syndicated show. I mean, I think there,
Oh, on
there
that
was some
show,
pressure.
yeah. No, I mean on our
Yeah.
show, you didn't.
And we had on. It's funny because you and I are going on with Shar tonight. You and I are right.
Yeah.
Am I not invited?
You were invited. You
Oh
were
my
very
gosh,
disinterested.
you didn't
And
get-
Jillian and I at 6:00 tonight are doing our friend Char Margolis's podcast.
Yes.
Brilliant sidekick.
Yeah.
So I was doing the show with Sam, and I mean, David knew I had a miscarriage, and Sam, I never even told you because it was like I was rushing off to do the other show,
It's crazy.
and so other than my doctor, two people in the world knew, and we had this psychic on who read your auras. I ever told you this?
Yes.
I'm
No,
sure I
Yes,
have.
this part you have, yes.
No.
So, she's on and she's doing the show and she's reading my aura and it's pink and it's purple and whatever. And as we are finishing and thanking her and going to commercial break, so there was music playing, so I don't think anybody heard. She said to me, it was a girl.
I think I would die.
I almost did. I don't know. I almost threw up. I almost fainted.
She didn't
I
know.
almost.
You didn't mention it during.
Did you ask her?
God, no. I just had a miscarriage.
So you weren't talking to her.
No.
You think that's a little
God,
irresponsible?
No, I told my husband. I told
You think that's a little
Sammy.
irresponsible?
Oh my God.
Huh? Wow.
Well, I guess, but also,
So that whole thing was a very weird time for me.
holy
You know,
mackerel, that's
we're
hard.
talking about psychics, and
Jeez.
I should premise by saying,
gosh.
I like Char very much. I like her very, very much. But through the years of all the shows I've done, going back to Houston, Texas in 1895, I'd always have psychics on, and they'd always come on, Chris. What they would do is, there's always a staff. There are young women working on the staff.
Oh,
and
they would
guys,
tell them
And
things?
they would tell them, and then they couldn't wait to book them back again.
I've only ever been read by.
When Char would come in,
so-
there
no,
would be a
well,
line out the makeup door. People wanted to
exactly.
talk to him.
So my point is, they'd always get booked because the people on the staff, does he really like me?
Well, you know
Does
what's funny? Out of
what's
all
my
of
future like? Come back
you
Tuesday.
and Dorothy, I was skeptical just like you, and I've never been to one. And Char's been the only person I think to ever have read me. So this will be the second time. Like
This will be fun tonight.
I am definitely a skeptic, but I also see things that
that you can't
amaze me,
explain, like what
that
Dorothy
amaze me.
just told.
Well, and I met Char on a show called Attitudes, a show that
Yeah, of
was very
course.
successful until I was
Oh
hosting
yeah,
it.
no, it was
As
great.
I recall, you made
Killed
a
it.
lot of money, and you went to New York on
I
weekends.
made a lot of money for a very short
But
period
it was
of time until it got
really,
canceled.
It was with Yolanda.
Rolanda Watts.
Rolanda,
Yeah, who I'd
sorry,
also worked
my
with at
brain.
Channel 7 in New
Yeah,
York.
she's
Rolanda.
great.
So Char was, I think, one of our first guests on our first day. And that's when I met Char. And you know the story, right? And when I met her, shook my hand, and she said to me, "Oh, you won't be here long. This is not on air, but this is right before
That
going
could
on
be
air."
a good thing. Like you're moving on to better things.
That's what she said to me.
Yeah.
And then sadly, it was Good Day LA. But
We have predictions. I predict your podcast will continue to grow. Thank you
Well, we'll
very
see
much.
about that.
Also, Steve, did you start at Channel 2? I started in Los Angeles at Channel 2. I was there for years. Yes.
No, this is not the disco ball from What Do You Want? The disco ball from What Do You Want is a big round 24.
You have a disco ball there too?
Balls everywhere, Steve. Tonight, the
we-
president has
we-
8 balls
we used to have them
that he's
here.
going to
Okay,
dance.
Steve, you worked for all the major networks.
And then he's here.
You know what? It's true. I was at Channel 2. I did Two in the Town. I was at Channel 7. I did AM Los Angeles. Channel 9, I did Live in Los Angeles. Channel 11, I did Good Day Los Angeles. And now I'm doing So Long Los Angeles.
Nice to know you. Don't let the door hit you. Anyway, no, we're thrilled that I love coming.
just hours left, Los
Just
Angeles.
honestly, to come here on Fridays to know that I'm going to see you guys. I message Dorothy every Friday or
Yeah.
Thursday, and I go, "Is it 11 a.m. tomorrow?" She's like,
I know,
Yeah.
because you're hoping it's noon.
"I know."
No,
But
this is early for you, right? This is.
a little bit. Like yesterday, I slept till 11:30. It was the greatest sleep of my life.
By
I
the way,
locked
wanna
my
shout
daughter
out.
out.
I want to shout out Phil Schumann.
Oh, Phil, he's great, and his wife.
The great reporter who 2 nights ago was the MC, host, moderator of a pretty important debate between Mayor Karen Bass and Nithya Rahman, the two people running for the mayoralty here in Los Angeles. And there's been a lot of coverage on it, and Phil did a great job. So if you know Phil Schumann, tell him great job. Okay.
Love Phil,
Why
love his
can't
wife
you?
even more.
She's, by the way,
Steve,
retired.
did you work with Harvey Levin before he launched TMZ? That's Dorothy's friend of 35 years.
No, I've known
I-
Harvey much longer than Dorothy.
What?
You
has.
have, but I worked with Harvey at Channel 2
Wait a second.
after you were at
Hold
Channel
up.
2.
What?
You're friends with him. You go to dinners and vacations.
Yeah, we've been friends forever.
But you were friends with him or you knew him first.
Yeah, you
I would
knew
say
Harvey
friends.
since he was like a kid lawyer.
Copy
I can
that.
tell you the moment here.
Yes, there's a new background. Thank you for noticing.
I can tell you the moment.
Same old
I,
Steve.
I
brand
probably
new
won't get to it, but I can tell you the
You can
moment.
try to tell the moment.
I was doing the noon show at Channel 2, and we had a thing about the problems in Hollywood of what we call prostitutes then, and people sleeping in the streets.
What do you call them now?
And we had sex workers. And
ladies of the night. You know what they call strippers? Midnight Ballerinas.
Yes.
I friggin' love that.
Okay, so back to my story.
Sorry.
And I got to hold on.
I might become a midnight ballerina if my
And
finances
so
continue.
and so there's a whole legal issue between the people who live there, the woman who, Children of the Night, you know who she is.
They were
the
working
woman,
too?
The woman who ran the organization called Children of the Night, and women who worked. There was it was a great show. And representing one side, sitting in front, I see this
12-year-old
11-year-old lawyer
Doogie
sitting
Howser.
there. I'm thinking, who brought
Doogie
this
Harvey.
kid? And that was Harvey. This is 1978, probably.
Wow.
And that was Harvey. So I've known Harvey since then.
Wow.
You met him probably 6 years later.
Yeah.
You guys
He
know
was a grown up.
that one of my favorite movies is Scarface. And in that
Really?
movie,
Is that right? I thought you liked 2 movies.
okay,
You got 2 movies.
I got 2 things. No, but in that movie, Brett Ratner lived in Miami. He was 9 years old and he went on the set. That's how he got his first bug and became a director. Thought I'd share. Let Steve finish his stories. Go ahead.
I think he did, right?
You done?
You actually finished that one.
Did you finish it? I can't tell. I never know.
Of course you can't tell because you never heard me do one.
I just when Harvey was thinking of starting TMZ when it was just kind of a baby idea, and he also
Steve said, "What a stupid
I
idea."
said, what a stupid idea.
he had, I've told you this, right? He had an offer to, I think it was to be on MS Now, which that's now.
Yeah.
Then
Good
it was
for you
MSNBC.
that you get it right. Yeah.
And all his friends said, "Why would you start an internet thing if you can
30
have
miles
a
on.
You know, we had
cable
that-
job?"
We said this on the
We're
last.
idiots.
We said this on the last podcast.
Did I?
Because
Okay.
I said to you, he was very entrepreneurial.
Harvey,
Remember that?
okay.
Yeah, we had that conversation.
Never mind.
The background.
Say
is
hello
from-
to
I
my
have
little
podcast amnesia. I never remember anything we say, which is
Yeah.
probably a good thing.
You know what? Didn't he work with Judge Wapner or
Yes.
Yeah.
He was
Forever.
like the
People's Court?
Yeah, he would show up and do the stand-up.
My favorite is Judge Judy still.
Mm-hmm.
I love her.
Don't
Oh,
pee on my leg and tell me it's raining.
she's still the highest, I think, a couple years ago, she's what, 80? Highest paid woman in Hollywood is 80. So don't think sexist and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure.
And then Sofia Vergara, who's 50 something, she was the second. I make you think of shit. Half breed.
I talked about this
Soul
on
ever.
my ramble, which I do most days, except
You always ramble.
Except most days.
It's aptly named.
Maury Povich
Oh, yeah, he's
talked
in-
about the day that changed daytime talk radio, talk television, and I had forgotten all about it. And remember Jenny Jones?
Yeah, of course, when the murder.
Yeah. So Jenny Jones was
Talk show host.
no, she was a comedian.
Anchor.
She was a comedian.
Right, she was a comedian.
Who had a bit. Not that she was hysterical, but she was funny.
Yeah.
And she had a bit called Women's Night Out or Women's Night Only. So she would go and play a place and only women would go. And that became a thing. And off of that, he said, hey, she's like another Dinah Shore. She's
Give
a
her
bit
a
of
show.
bit of sunshine. So they gave her a show where she would
That's what they said about us. A bit of sunshine.
Yeah, a bit of sunshine. We just spread it everywhere.
Continue.
get a rain, please. So they give her a show, and she'll have celebrities and cooking segments. It'll be a warm show. They did it for one season. The ratings weren't there, so they went the other way. They went tabloid. Every show was tabloid. Jerry Springer created that whole environment.
Even Oprah.
Oh, I thought you were
who
going to talk about
regrets
the
it.
death.
I'm getting there.
Oh, Jesus. What an intro. I just would have started, I would have led with the death. I mean, bury the lead.
Do the payoff first. Okay.
Yeah.
So do you remember the story itself? So they're doing the
Yes.
tabloid. So they had one called My Secret Crush, which sounds pretty innocent. And they have a guy on named Jonathan Schmitz, I think his name was. And he is surprised by his secret crush. And it turns out to be a boy, an older man. He's 25, a 34-year-old guy named Scott Amador, who said, I fantasize about you. You are my secret crush. And on the show, the guy says, I'm actually straight, but I'm very flattered. And then he...
But off the show.
And then he was humiliated by it. Now, meanwhile, the show never ran. It hadn't aired yet because those shows were running, they were taping in advance.
Yeah.
And Scott Amador apparently sent him a note continuing on about his crush. And he picked up a 20-gauge shotgun, went over to the guy's mobile home and shot him to death twice. When that happened, as Maury said, everything changed.
Well, Jenny had to go on trial and...
They lost a $25 million, but then it was overruled.
Yeah.
And Maury said, from that day on, we had a lawyer on the set for every show.
Believe it or not.
No surprises anymore. No surprises anymore. But on the other hand, those shows were really in the toilet.
And we would have Jerry Springer on.
Steve
and
would
he'd be
like to.
Steve does a good Jerry impression.
Steve was.
It's just a show.
Yeah, ask me the
You were
question.
Jerry's.
Ask me the question
You were
about-
Jerry's boy crush, I believe.
Yeah, ask me the question about
So Jerry, do you think that the shows get out of hand? They're the fall of
tawdry.
humankind.
Yeah, I'm just doing a show and, getting out there and people,
There's a guy, didn't he pay a hooker when he was the mayor of Cincinnati? Anyway, then he goes on Dancing with the Stars
and
with
there
his
was
daughter.
a check, right? There was like
Well,
he
Yep,
got caught.
paid her with a check.
In Cincinnati, he was elected city council, and they had a rotating thing, and every 2 months
You were
somebody
mayor
else
at
became the
some
mayor.
point.
Yeah.
And he was the mayor, and he went over the bridge to Kentucky to a cat house over there. Can we still say cat house? Is that to make?
Yeah,
Okay.
Ricky Rackman owned the Cat House. It was a huge bar near the whiskey, remember?
No, a cat house is a house of prostitution.
So what?
No, I'm saying he went to a house of prostitution.
house of
Say a
Not
cat house.
Not Ricky Rackman's bar.
I call
It's a house of sex workers.
I
You
call
just
them
told us.
loony
You just
bins
corrected
still.
us.
I call them nut houses. Can
Okay,
we say that?
So
Yeah.
you said it. He writes a check. He writes a check.
He had no cash on
and
him.
then when it came out, he said, "Did you go to?" No, I didn't.
Me?
Oh,
What?
Oh, that does look like my handwriting.
And
Now
then
that
he,
you mention
and
it,
then
when
he
you,
went into TV.
when you show it to me like that,
What do you know? What
do you know?
What a surprise!
Maybe I was there.
I was doing an investigation. I noticed that Peter Hegseth, I'm not going to get political, but he referred to how he wants the warrior culture now in the military, and we're looking for trainees, not trannies.
Who said that, Hegseth?
Yeah. Now you can't say trannies anymore. It's like saying the N-word almost. But back in the day,
Thank you.
that was your favorite word.
I don't know if it's my favorite.
No,
I just
because
whatever.
your
But
friends-
I think the
your
bigger
friends-
story is Pete Hegseth
No.
putting.
I want to go back to the change
Yes,
of a word.
okay. They had transvestites.
No, let me finish.
Dude, if I were to say everything that I say incorrectly, we'll be here all
No.
fucking day.
You weren't incorrect.
Okay, you could say it then.
I'm
you can't
making
say
a
it
point
now.
here. Just listen.
Listen, can I
Cool
still
off.
say queer? Then you couldn't say queer. And then Rocco says, Mom, look,
Yeah,
queer as folk. I
Yeah.
go, it was a show with a thing. Then you couldn't say queer. Now you can say queer again. So it wasn't my favorite word, Steve.
All right. I was just trying to make a simple point, man.
I'm in a bad mood.
I hadn't noticed.
No, I'm tired today, and everything started off so bad. Anyway, it's all good.
Did you see the headline? This isn't mine.
this
I'm
is
stealing
pain in my
this, but
face.
Yeah.
and then we can stop being political. This is just
we
a
didn't even
headline.
get political.
So Pete Hegseth wants to give testosterone to
Joe.
no,
me?
he wants her to stop taking it. He wants to give you a little and everybody in the military. And there was a headline, like testosterone but no toothpaste because
Yeah,
on
it's
the
disgusting.
Abraham
The things
Lincoln, they ran out of
the
soap
things
and
they find
toothpaste.
important, and they're saying that when I get on and talk about it, they'll say, not here, but they'll say, oh,
So
no,
I
that's
wanted
not
to-
happening in the
I wanted
military.
to talk about how words change, but you got too personal.
Okay, never mind. Never mind.
How words
Steve is the
change.
daddy of this podcast. Okay,
Yeah.
Dad.
Who's your daddy? So,
So you can say that now. As
you
a
can't
queer,
say who's your daddy anymore.
as a queer person, you can say queer. I know,
absolutely.
but there was a time when we couldn't. Was what I'm saying. I was on the air and I wasn't allowed to say it, but I said it, and
was queer was always acceptable?
Nope. There was a time it was not.
No, I remember when I was 10 years old saying queer was one thing, but later on.
No, I can't. No. It was
No.
bad for a while, and then I said, "Oh, it's
Do they still in London call a cigarette
a fag."
Do they still?
LGBTQ was always
Correct,
okay.
but you weren't allowed to say queer. Is it LGBTQRF? I don't know.
IA.
No, because
IA?
they keep coming up with
New
different
letters.
Yeah, they keep
and I
adding and
can't
changing.
keep up. All I know is just to treat people with respect, regard.
Look at the chat. Look at
Yep,
Jamie.
yep, yep.
Jamie.
I'm queer. Say it. Hey, queer boy. A queer person can say it. Oh,
Oh, now
Oh,
cat
we-
houses are massage parlors. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. See, we learned from you guys.
yeah, we do.
We're at an hour and 20.
Okay.
All right, we're just
Holy
getting started.
crap.
All right then.
We're starting to roll now.
Well, think about it. Good
Welcome.
day, LA. This would have been half of the show.
Yeah.
Oh my God, how did we ever do 3 hours?
Because there was an hour and a half of news reporters and
True.
everything.
Yeah.
And we had a lot of guests.
Yeah.
We had a lot of guests. and
We had
it
other
flew
people
by.
to talk to.
Yeah.
It's a whole alphabet now. Yeah, I can't keep up.
Listen, I am old enough.
We know.
Period. But
That's the end of the sentence. Stop it there.
that the word gay was never used.
Whoa.
Except maybe in the most narrow communities.
Where it meant happy.
That word gay was probably in the 60s that it started to mean homosexual.
Well, you couldn't
and
even
queer.
say pregnant on TV for a long time.
You couldn't be in the same bed, man and wife.
Yeah, Ricky
I
and
think about
Lucie.
that. Yeah, think about that. Yeah.
Yes, those were the days.
Yeah.
Tons of commercials. We'll be right back. Remember those days?
oh.
Do
I
you
know
miss
it's probably
them?
time to say goodbye. But
No,
didn't
you know, we
Lucy
used to
change all that when
No.
she had little Ricky? Wasn't that like a big moment
She-
for pregnancy?
She's an amazing woman.
No.
But she was the start of it. But
Yeah, no. She
definitely
was
is campaign.
enormous in many, many ways.
Yeah.
But she didn't have the pregnancy on there. Later on, they'd make more out of that.
they did. But she was very much. I just saw a clip of her in the Mike Wallace documentary,
Mm-hmm.
and there's a male host, and he's in the audience, and he's in.
it him?
It's not Steve. This
Is it
is
Phil?
one documentary
You're
you
not
weren't
in it?
in. Oh my gosh!
I'm not in it. It's over.
Yeah, it's over.
It's done.
And it's and this man, Lucille Ball's on stage, and this man is with a woman and he goes, so and so has a question, and he's got his arm around, and she goes, and Lucille Ball goes, stop touching her. You don't have to touch her. Like she was so ahead of her. Like
What-
Don't
it
touch
Phil?
me.
this was back when it was
Was it
black.
Phil
and
Donahue?
No, but no.
I thought you said was it Jill?
No,
Don't
no,
touch
no.
me.
Was it Jill
no,
Donahue?
but my point being,
Yeah, we've changed.
she's
you know.
oh my god, she was on it then. Like you don't have to touch her to be like, but it was such a sexist.
I did a
time.
1 hour show with her. As
I
a
would have.
guest.
She's one of
And
I love Lucille Ball.
One of the things about Lucille Ball was she changed television. She and Desi changed
Star Trek.
television. Created the concept of the 3-camera, 4-camera studio show and
amazing.
all of that. Did amazing things.
Amazing things.
But one thing she was in person was not funny.
She was tough.
Yeah, no. She was a great comic actress.
Yeah.
She
Brilliant.
could play the comic moment really, really well.
But a lot of people in comedy, especially writers,
yeah.
Not-
aren't that funny
yeah.
to hang out with.
I thought one of the funniest people who's the same is David Spade. He's exactly the
He's always
same.
funny.
You know,
It
on
was very
and
funny. Yeah.
really funny
Remember,
guy.
he used to get upset that you and I hated each other.
I'm a huge Lucy fan. Jody Beasley. Remember that name from My Fair Family or my?
When I was little, and I swear,
Okay.
the Lucy show, there's nothing like
He
that.
was little. He looked exactly the same. He was just shorter.
Little gray hair.
And I finished that. My mother let me finish a sentence. Everybody watched I Love Lucy. Of
course.
Anybody who had a television watched I Love Lucy.
I watched it growing up in Canada. When
Yeah,
it
but by
was-
then it was old hat. You're watching
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm watching it in the 70s when it was done in the 50s, and it was
Yes.
still relevant and funny, and she was brilliant.
But the idea,
Family Affair, thank you.
The idea, very good, yeah.
And it was the Beasley, Mrs. Beasley, her doll.
The idea that when I went to school the next day, everybody had seen this show.
And did y'all
Well,
talk
I mean,
about it?
now it's
we don't have
sporting
that.
events, but it used to be.
Yeah.
I remember Barbara Walters, either she said it to us on the show or I read it in her book,
Mm-hmm.
that when she did the Monica Lewinsky interview and she was in her apartment in New York and she looked out and, you could see in everybody's window and literally everyone in Manhattan was watching it.
Where I lived
Oh
in
my
apartments in the Bronx, on Sunday night when
You could turn your neighbor's channel
when the Ed
from your
Sullivan
living
show was on,
Yeah.
you could hear it bouncing around from building
What was
to
it
building
like
to
living
building.
in? Like I have a dream. I see these apartments and they're high up, but they're like the floor to ceiling. They're probably a fortune.
This
Well,
was
they
not
are.
my apartment
They're
in the
10,000 a
Bronx.
month. But what's it like being like? Do you have Everyone says there's something about feeling safety in numbers, and I feel like it would feel like that, right? Like you'd have your own little community and know everyone.
I never felt unsafe in New York. And when we
Isn't that
moved out here,
interesting?
I was here 2 days and my bike got stolen. I'm like, I'm a crime victim in Los Angeles.
Isn't that crazy? And same with you. Were you?
I lived in an apartment my whole life, so
Yeah,
and I didn't know the neighbor on one side, I knew the neighbor on the other side.
crazy to me.
And you came up in the elevator. I remember as a kid, you'd go in the elevator and just kind of stand there.
Did they
with people
smoke
you didn't know.
then too?
Everybody smoked.
Like in the elevators.
You know,
Everybody smelled it?
I was looking at the stats. Let's say 1950,
Yeah.
1960. Almost 50% of adults smoked. Every other adult
Now it's
smoked
like
cigarette.
now
it's
they
under
vape.
it's under 10%, but people like your daughter think it's cool
Think what's cool?
smoking.
But
No,
kids
she
aren't,
doesn't.
Kids aren't
She doesn't
drinking anymore.
smoke. She did it for a picture. They're not drinking
Yeah,
anymore.
the alcohol consumption's gone way down.
Oh,
in this
I
country.
love it. That's good because gas is way up and so are groceries.
So at least you're saving on alcohol.
Should one of you follow me to the gas station?
Yes. Should we say goodbye and get you some gas?
No, I'm serious. Do what the idea I told you.
Well, it's not. What did you tell me? Oh my gosh. No, I can't. I can't.
What,
Please.
OnlyFans?
No.
I can't believe there's somebody being you on OnlyFans.
Well, they with the name though, they wrote Jillian and then hyphen Jillian Reynolds and then regular Barberie, which I would never like. I'm to my everything. I'm Jillian Barberie, but in my private life, of course, on my license, I want to travel with my kids. I'm Reynolds, right? Because I
How
want.
about what happened to Worry?
Well, I got married.
Jillian Worry. You were on the air with us as Jillian Worry.
For like a minute.
For
Yeah.
a minute, I was. Yeah, that's what I was in Miami. Oh my gosh, that's so crazy.
Well, because you got married not long after
That's right.
you started on Good Day.
That's right. And I remember the baseball player saying to me, he never watched TV. He'd say, "Who's on?" Steve Edwards. And I said, "What? Wait, you know somebody on TV?" He knew you and Heather Locklear. And that is so bizarre to me. But, and to this day, I
you
don't
can't get
know.
rid of either one of them.
Can't, no. You
Can't
can't,
quit
quit
them.
us.
I worked with a woman who became quite well. Oh, I'll tell you who it is. Linda Ellerby. You know Linda.
Oh, of
Ellerby.
course.
So
Brilliant journalist.
Linda is a great story about her. Can I tell the story?
Is it long?
Is it all right, Scott? Can tell the
Sure.
story?
Go ahead. We
All
got
right.
time.
Linda was
You can
working.
say no.
Linda was working with the Associated Press in Dallas, where they fed all the stations in the Southwest and the Midwest and elsewhere. And whatever machine that she wrote her stories on, she could also type private things. So she typed a letter to her. She was typing a letter to her friend about how I hate this place, and I'm looking at my fat ass jeans in the closet, and I can't fit them anymore, and my manager's whatever. And she sends it to her friend, and didn't realize that she sent it to 217 stations.
Oh, snap.
So she gets fired.
Oh, my gosh.
She gets fired. My news director in Houston at the station I was working, KHOU Channel 11 there, got a kick out of it and brought her in and hired her, and she became a reporter
Oh, that's great.
on television.
Very smart thinking out of the
because
box.
of that. However, the reason I bring it up is that when she started with us, she had one name.
Yeah.
A month later, she had a different name.
Oh,
And by the time she left, which was maybe 11 months later,
she was married.
she was Linda Ellerby. She had a third name.
Holy mackerel.
So on the air anchoring, I would get confused.
Yeah.
You know,
You're like, well, we also work with a girl who did that. I'm not going to say her name.
oh,
Yeah. And remember, Steve would get all confused. Like, not confused, but he would bug her about
But there
it.
were a couple of people who got married and then changed their name and then were sorry.
One thing
they
I
did.
want to mention, you guys, and I'm curious to know your take on it.
sure.
So now everything's being filmed, whether you're in a parking lot or you're on a plane. And these, I call them the Karens, and they get out of control, and their racist self comes out, right? Like, go back to your country, or they'll say horrible things. And then they get found out, and people are like, blah, blah, and they all get fired. Personally,
You're happy.
it makes my day.
Yeah, sure.
I was just curious what you think about all that. Because, that's who they truly are. And it's like, sorry. So what do you think about that?
I don't say it makes my day, but it makes a couple of hours really nice.
Half day. Okay. Before we do that, just finishing Linda Ellerby. I don't know if I've ever told you this. The brief stint I had at NBC Sports before they realized I knew jack shit about sports and was no longer there. So I was working at 30 Rock, and that's a weird building where
That's
like
crazy.
there's one floor, and then you have to take an elevator to go down to go back up to the same
Yeah,
floor
yeah,
you were
yeah,
just
yeah,
on.
confusing.
And I got lost when I started working there. But it's fun to get lost. You could walk into like the Saturday Night Live set.
Saturday Night
Yeah,
Live,
like
or wasn't Letterman done there too?
Letterman. But I was lost once in the hallway, and I'm kind of wandering, and the only other person in the hallway is Linda Ellerby. And she had written that book talking about news Twinkies. And I thought, I cannot go up to this woman.
Oh,
and
does that
say,
mean like young,
"Hi,
cute
I'm
girls?
lost."
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of mean as an older, I think, to write. Like, it'd be like Lisa
She
Guerrero.
was probably right.
Well,
But
because
it'd be like
listen,
Lisa Guerrero and I get together going, oh, like the little Twinkies in sports now. Well, we were.
Yeah, no, there's it's a whole other discussion about when just being attractive became the key to get on television news, and it pissed off a lot of other people.
Well, I mean, and I was hired to do sports, and I, honest to God, did not know
Well,
sports.
Oh, it's
So
like
I
me
was
with
a
weather.
Twinkie.
I was
a
hired to do
Twinkie.
I was
weather.
watching when you said, you said, hey, we have a partial score of 4.
I
George
created
Carlin.
that. To get back to the Karen thing, I'm never happy to see anybody lose their job, but
Sometimes
Why not?
people deserve it. I have one
Oh, that
really
woman-
ugly
real-
behavior. Maybe there
I
should
want
be
to say
some
one
sort of
really
Sure, please. This is the closer, too.
This is
Okay.
and it's
All right.
it's
All
a
right.
closer.
Okay.
If those of you who have kids, or even if you don't, do you know who Miss Rachel is? Did you hear about this?
Yeah.
You know who she is? Everyone, if you have a baby, you put on her Miss Rachel
Yes.
on TV.
Okay.
And every baby is like, she is the voice of babies and children, and people love her. She never talks about politics.
Was that here?
She came on the other day.
just
That was
hear her?
Scott. She came on the other day. I think it was on TikTok, and she said, "I just want to say that Black people don't hang themselves from trees." And the Black community was like, "Thank you. It's not getting enough
Wow.
attention. Thank you." She's Miss Rachel. She has millions and millions, and she never says anything
Yeah.
political. It was so I got teared up. I was like, yeah. And people are like,
Right,
where?
because there was a story recently, and it did not get the kind of attention that it should
There have been 8.
Well, the story
8 men and women. What is happening?
lynching really recently.
8 this year. Yeah.
Really? Wow,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
terrible.
Exactly. Really, because it's not in the news. So thank you, Miss Rachel. It needs to be covered more. Something is going on.
Well-
and this racism, open racism with pride.
What-
you know, it's not a good look. You
What I don't
morons.
get is
Yeah.
if there's a lynching
ugly
in Los
people.
Angeles, every local station would be on it.
Oh no, this was all across the country in different cities, different ages, men and women. But
And we're running out of time, so we're not going to talk about the Jason Ardrey case
the what?
in London.
What?
Yeah, no, we'll
The Harvard professor.
I don't want to.
I don't know anything.
Cambridge, yeah.
Can you just? Is it the pedophile stuff?
No.
No, he.
Might as well say it now. We're going.
Do we want to end on this? I mean,
I ended on Miss Rachel.
well,
That was a positive. Yeah.
Yeah.
he was.
we gotta go.
He was taking quite a public beating, and
Maybe the
he
next.
couldn't take it anymore.
Maybe the next podcast.
Oh.
We'll talk about it. Okay. All right. Sorry to go on that negative note. Let's go on a positive note.
Okay.
Please subscribe.
Back to Meghan and Harry.
Do your thing. Do it.
Oh, please. Yes. Like us. We're not. Okay. But just subscribe.
We're not likable.
Yeah,
but
it's fine. But just subscribe because it helps us stay here and it makes us very happy.
Yes.
Super chat next time.
Super chat.
Super
We'll do.
chat
Scott
next time.
chimed in next time. He's
Some-
been busy building all
Something
this. Okay.
to live for. And by the way, look, who has this set?
Guess what? Next time I'm going to bring in I'm going to make something and then somebody said I should have a painting, but I don't know. I think the backdrop is fine on it.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, guys, we love you.
Yes, we
And
do.
we thank
We do.
you
We do.
so much for watching.
And 3 things.
Yep.
Okay. I got it in the wrong order last time. Be kind. Is that number one?
Be kind. Doesn't cost anything.
Yeah, I only know grateful.
Be
Be
forgiving.
forgiving.
Be
Okay.
forgiving.
And
Be grateful.
I'm so grateful for you guys.
I'm grateful for you. We love you.
Most of the time.
Thank you.
Thank you
Except
all.
today.
Oh, we should bring some plants in. You're right. Thank you. Thank you. We'll bring a plant in. Big tall one behind Steve. Okay, bye you guys. We love you. Thank you. And
Maybe
have a
we-
great weekend.
Maybe we need a mascot. We need a teddy.
Oh,
Teddy.
should bring my
Wash your hands.